placing girls on the path to success through education. Our aim is to realize a Gambia where every girl is given equal access to education to reach their full potential. This is how we do it through our model of affecting generational systematic change. This is Amy. She is not in school, an underprivileged girl excluded from school due to lack of financial support. The SAC Foundation enrolled her into school, and she is equipped with all the essential resources to have a quality education. Amy is now making a difference in her community. Amy is now contributing towards the generational systematic change. Education changes everything for a girl.
Welcome to Oh La La Spa, your one-stop pamper spot for everyone.
Oh La La Spa provides you with all your spa and salon needs with professional and experienced personnel with stellar exceptional service.
Rejuvenate your mind, body, and soul.
Oh La La Service provides you with
relaxing massages, permanent and temporary tattoo services, body piercings, facial skincare services, which include microdermabrasion, a celebrity makeover, airbrush makeup,
hair care services, barbing services, permanent makeup such as eyebrows, microblading, pedicure, and manicure services.
Enjoy spa lifestyle. We also offer gift certificates and spa memberships, quality spa products, wigs, hair extensions, and more.
Oh La La, rejuvenate your mind, body, and soul.
At Oh La La Spa, we have a VIP suite for your comfort, a separate gentleman's room, and more. We have a spa day. Reserve the spa day for a day all by yourself and friends and rejuvenate together.
Oh La La Spa, your one-stop pamper spot for all your spa and salon needs for everyone. Located at Senegambia Highway.
Visit us at olalaspa.com and book online. Our Facebook page or call us at 51-00022. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. At Olala, we also accept Q-Money for your convenience.
Oh La La Spa. Not just a spa, but a spa with a difference.
déggu leen ma woon foofu de asalaamaaleykum mbokk yi ma ngi leen ay nuyu yéen ñëpp seen tur ak seen sant di leen ziar bu baax a baax fu waaye mu ne si àddina ñu ngi lay ziar tey nag comme ni ma ko dee waxee rek fii si Elite Media saa su ne rek su ñëwee rek dañoo indi gan gu màgg tey gan gu màgg laa am nag suma gan gi mooy Alhaji xam naa ne ñu bëri yéen ñu bëri xam ngeen moom mooy kan waaye suñ jógee si biir waxtaan bi di ngeen xam ban Alhaji la bëgguma wax tur bi bàyyi leen ko moom waxal ko boppam mu wax tur bi yëpp ko defee nag mu nekk interview bu nga xam ne ñu gën a xam moom mooy kan ak taxawaayam ak ci lan la mooy yëngu fu mu nekk nii comme ni ma ko dee waxee rek fii si Elite Media saa yoo leen fi ñëwee rek di ngeen fi am lu neex lu baax lu bees saa su ne comme ma njëkkee ko rek comme ni ma ko defee fan yii rek ne di ñaanal ñi nga xam ne jiitu nañ yeneen yàlla xaari àjjana te yii xëy ñu yàlla def suuf sedda seen kaw seen sarax yàggal si seen loxoy mbokka tey nag moom suma gan gu maaga bi nag ma bàyyi ko mu nuyoo Alhaji ma bàyyi la yow nga nuyoo su ko defee nag ñu daal di dugg ci waxtaan bi
ok salaamaaleykum mbokk yi yéen mi nekk di ñu déglu maa ngi leen di nuyu di leen sant di leen gërëm Fatmata yow tam sant naa la si invitation bi appreciate naa ko thank you.
ahankay lighting problème nag am nañu seen message ni alaaji mënuñ laa gis bu baax parce que dafa mel ni fi nga toog dafa xala daak waaye gis ngeen dafa naa try na sax de waaye it's okay I think it's alright it's not that bad waaw na gaa yi sol glasses rek xëy na ñu mun laa gën a mën a gis bu baax
maa ngi sol
waaw yow yaa ngi gis gaa yi waaye ñoom ñu ne gisuñ bu baax man moom dama am lighting problème démba léema boo ma gisoon suma interview bi alaaji démba boo ma gisoon sax nga waaru dama ma xonxoon tur ni benn ñebe bi si cin xonka di tamaate laa def waaye tey ab suma lighting bi xal naa tane maa ngi see try naka xam nga boo amee light bu ees rek mooy loolu waaw alaaji comme ñun niñ ko dee defee rek ndeysaan saa su ne si ku ñëw ci Elite Media liñ la denjikaat dalalee mooy ne nga wax ñu sa boppa wax ñu yow yaay kan fan nga juddoo fa nga yaroo fa nga màggee su ko defee rek ñu dugg ci waxtaan bi nanka rek waxtaan la rek ba daal di juboo gis naa ñi wax ne volume bi dégguñ ko woon si man la woon because dama mute woon ndeke maa nga tari la di fekk ma ne ma mute woon maa ngi jégalu ci loolu Sana Sarr jërëjëf kooku nga xam ne moom mu ngi nekk ci waa Banjul di seen page bi saa yu mu amee programme ndeysaan mu approve ko accept ko ma ngi laa ne kudos to you jërëjëf kontaan naa trop ci liggéey bu rafet bi nga xam ne moom ngay def Hadi Kinte yow mi ci bunta bi ma gis maa ngi lay nuyu di nuyu képp koo xam ne yaa ngi toog fii di seetaan di nuyu nag Souleymane Ben Souare suma broda bu baax a baax moom nga xam ne moom moo initiate lii tey su ma mënee toog ba waxaa alaaji si Souleymane laa jaaroon lu yàgga ñu yàgga koo bëgg nag pour mu ñëw si table bi waaye lu jot rek yomba alaaji gis nga de tey yomba na
comme noo ko waxee rek kontaan naa pour ñëw si programme bi tey waxtaan ak sa listeners yi ak sa fans yi appreciate naa ko maa ngi tudda Alhaji Mamadi Kurang Alhaji Mamadi Kurang soo demee maa ngi juddoo Kudang foofu dañ la dee wax ne Seydi Kurang waaye we short it in the short form ñu ne Alhaji Mamadi Kurang maa ngi juddoo 1970 maa ngi dem Kudang Primary School foofu laa starté ma jógee Kurang Primary School ma nekk foofu ba Primary 6 ma dem St Mary's Primary School Banjul ma def common entrance bi St Mary's jógee fa dem St Augustine's High School nekk St Augustine High School 1984 ba foog na 1989 ma def O level bi foofu distinction la amoon foofu mooy first best result bi si school bi that year ma jógee fa dem sixth form nekk sixth form for 2 years ba 1991 nekkoon naa foofu head boy tam St Augustine's after 91 dama liggéey for short time in Gamtel as a computer operator just like less than a year comme 9 months yooyu after ma jógee foofu am scholarship them to Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. Foofu laa defee suma university did
allo alaaji déggaatuñ la de alaaji déggaatuñ la de waaw léegi déggaat nañ la dégguñ la woon waaye ñu ngi laa déggal léegi waaw
okay how about fun that's the one why one after St Augustine
waaw dégg nañ gis nga ba form 6 amoon nga scholarship pour dem jàngi Malaysia foofu waaw
okay dama doon def degree in Malaysia on a Commonwealth scholarship so ma nekk foofu for 4 years def bachelor's degree in economics honors ma graduate 96 ma ñëw back to Gambia ma ñëwee back to Gambia dama doon liggéey ba pare di continuer di def course bu ñëw ACCA ma qualify as a chartered accountant ma liggéey ci the Islamic Bank mooy for about 2 to 3 years nekk chartered accountant after ma bàyyi Islamic Bank ma dem ma set up Jollof Tutors right and that was in around 2000
Yeah, 2000. All right.
2000 until 2020. The one I got the run Jollof Tutors. And well, during that time, definitely you bari tam because liggéey as a consultant with many companies. Them na abroad teaching Liberia, teaching Sierra Leone at the universities. Liggéey with the Janet Commission for 2000 after the transition. And yeah, so I'm teaching, and we are into other activities, social and political activities.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Yow nag def nga suma liggéey bi mu yomba tey man mayloo ma step by step sax pour ma laaj la from bii fan la waaye ba tey rek niñ ci duga rek.
Wow.
o ticca nga nangu naa ne ticca nga wax naa la ne tey si toog bi fii du yomba man ak yow tey dina ne.
You're good listener too. Yeah, good listener.
Well, I have to. Xam nga loolu moo ñu fi teg tey man dama believe in something. So you interview someone, you have to
Yeah.
listen to them. soo leen dégloo nga déglu leen bu baax su ko defee askan bi mun a xam waaye yow sooy wax may wax ngay wax nga loolu kon askan bi duñ gën a mun a xam kii ñu indi tey toog teg ko ci table bi kan la. Waaw so foog ma déglu daf ñu war. Anyways, that's a good profile bi ñu indil noonu macha allah yàlla laf chat. waaye gis nga xam nga rek yéen boy si seen si rek foo leen jaar ngeen xajaan gisuloo foog nga dugal si rek distinction bi nga amoon ak yooyu noonu foog nga dugal ko si rek.
No, xam nga danga ma laaj pour ma summarize so dama la summarize al noonu rek.
waaw waaye foog nga indi boobu ne yow yaa ko amoon si school bi ak yooyu noonu nga baax na si tamit nga loolu tooñ bu ñu leen dee tooñ la xam nga ñun waa muslim dañ dee tooñ waa sens ne da ngeen bañ xajaan
ñun sens lañ noonu lañ mel.
kay
moo tax gaay ragal ñu nag gaay muslim gaay Gambia high school moo tax ñu ragal ñu nag.
waaw agal ma jaar yéen time boobu noonu da ngeen dee jógee seen ñëw di ci si jaxi muslim yi léegi su ko defee waa muslim seen jànga yi Gambia high ak Saint Joseph's ñuy mer ñu ne yéen borom sipa yu gudda yooyu noonu su ko defee ñun nag yéen soo leen ñu ñëwee ci si dañ dee augustin start si pour mu xala gudda gaata tuuti.
non bu wari xam nga invitation bi moo ñu dee yóbbu foofu moo dee yóbbu boy si foofu invitation.
Anyways, what a beautiful profile bu nga am ndeysaan somebody Jalika Jawla mu ne I remember him from Jollof Tutors mu ne remember that from Jollof Tutors Jalika Jawla. Anyways, kontaan naa trop pour am la tey si suñ plateforme bi pour ñu def rek comme ni ñu ko defee rek indi waxtaan beneen boo xam ne ñi gën a xam yow yaay kan ci sa biir wax bi wax nga ne da nga amoon scholarship nga dem liggéey nga am scholarship dem Malaysia bi nga nekkee foofu noonu how was it like for you ak scholarship bi naka nga ko amee because understand naa ne si nguuri jaame nga ko amee woon right.
Yeah, scholarship B was Malaysian Technical Cooperation Scholarship under the Commonwealth. The Foneka Commonwealth Scholarship, moi hamga affaire Commonwealth, moi deka yo hamne British ñoo leen colonize on. Dañ daan joxante technical cooperation comme UK, Asia, ak dëkk yu mel ni yooyu ñu dem si dëkk yoo xam ne amuñ doole ñu yokkal leen jël seen xale yi because Gambia amutoon university ñun time bu ñoo jeexal school. So that was 1991 so foog nga génna so any scholarship bu ñëw rek daf dee am competition because maa ngi remember ne Sierra Leone amoon na man suma first choice mooy woon Forabe Sierra Leone because man mu gaaw rek moo ma gënal than choose the Western world or America or UK or anywhere. So I was just in for the first one to come that I could qualify for. So foog naa loolu la moom la mujjewoon a am daal to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was it like when you went to Malaysia bi nga demee because bëgg naa nga explain tuuti si ku am scholarship because am na xale yu bari ñu ngi try for scholarship. am na ñu nga xam ne tamit suñu amee ñu ngi foog ne am scholarship bi mooy lépp so yow naka nga ko dundee foofu in Malaysia naka la meloon ci yow.
Oh yeah, I mean student life in Malaysia is different because xam nga maa ngi woon in Gambia primary school high school nekkutoon boarding school waaye university life first different mooy change bi nga am mooy you stay on campus dang dee dëkk ci university bi ci boppam. Right, that's where you do everything and go to class, come home, go to the restaurant and eat. So life was, it was quite interesting. You can talk about a lot of things, but in the aspect of academically, the university, Malaysia, ñoom tam dañ dee laka angale, so dañ dee mën a laka angale. Tropically.
Dégg Alhaji, maa ngi laa dégg dama mute rek maa ngi laa dégg.
Okay, so climate before at Gambia almost the same. The Fanekane, right? For the day gonna taw than Gambia, but temperature be is about the same. It's tropical, it's humid. Food be mom, yeah, it's Hamga Asia, nyom sen leka bi, it's very adventurous. Nyom the very façon leka, they dafa des tam for them because Malaysia am na Chinese, am na Indians, am na Malays. So there are different variety of food, very spicy though. Why I love it overall in general at university.
Wow, fu ma doon wax mooy in terms of challenges yi ngeen dee face foofu noonu ak tamit ndax dañ leen jox full sponsorship ba nga xam ne di nga meet sa needs yëpp ndax am na challenges yu métti yoo leen doon face léegi ngeen seen needs yi duñ ko mën a meet government duñ mën a meet seen needs yi.
Yeah, I mean scholarship mom scholarship xam nga scholarship mooy loolu sakatuma su fekkee ne nekkuloo di liggéey yeah, you have to manage dang foog nga manage li nga am waaye ñun buñ àggee first time university bi ci boppam moo ñu jox lu ñuy wax financial assistance because Commonwealth scholarship bi boobu procedure la day nekk balaa ñu ko approve daf day dem government to government daf day jël time so jël na some money waaye take a university be lots of relatives whatever they can give you and then tinga de muna manage why university assistant be mom ci bopam yi nga xamne ñu nga xamne they can't send us money mun nañu manage ak lolu why after bu Commonwealth scholarship bi ñëwé tanena because at least time bobo ma ngi xalaat dañ la day jox maybe like something like I don't know $100 to $200 so just to live on and eat and put later, muna survive def yu ndaw yooyu noonu danga ko dee muna manage.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so gisee may laajte rek na xale yu bari dañoo taxaw scholarship laa bëgga su ñu joxee scholarship bi ñu dem xam nga mu difficult ak ñoom because am nañu moom sona contact they have scholarship but it didn't really go well for them. moo tax ma bëggoon ñu waxtaan si tuuti rek xam yow sa experience foofu ak naka la fa demee woon pour yow waaye xëy na yow sa bos wasn't that difficult but yow tam si li nga wax dafa des tam naka nga amee scholarship bi right am na ñu nga xam ne tam suñu amee scholarship bi dañ dee wax ne dañ dee nekk ne bond bu ñëwaatee ndax yow yaa ngi woon si any bond
Commonwealth scholarship in time bu ñoo dem there was I don't remember specifically why maybe bond was in the form of a guarantee. Need guarantee la year you are coming back. Why Manchester gis most of the students you bari them in Malaysia after year one almost 99% yep ñibbi nañ parce que xam nga Asia is am nañu des maybe few yoo xam ne dinañ uti liggéey waaye majority of them because boobu daf dee nekk a personal choice xam nga soo jeexalee school even though suñ la bonee sax in Gambia gis nañ ko fii most of the people xëy na suñ buggee dañ dee des pour mun a liggéey foofu and so on which is of course happens everywhere daf dee happen fu nekk ci àdduna bi wante ñun we were back sooner buñ jeexalee rek.
Okay, so nga jeexal ñibbi si Gambia si nga start di liggéey si banque bi right
yeah bu ma ñëwee balaa maa liggéey si banque bi def naa some teaching ma dem St. Augustine's teach fa liggéey as an accountant for a few months in a construction company tam after ma dem ci banque bi start as an investment analyst.
Okay, mooy Islamic bank right
waaw mooy Islamic bank.
Okay, Jollof Tutors naka la ñëwee how did it come about?
Yeah, dama nekk since moo ñëwee Malaysia I could say man dama yàgga di jàngale dama yàgga di teach because bu ma nekkoon St. Augustine maa ngi remember bu ñu nekkoon sixth form dama daan am xale yu dee ñëw si man I was teaching them fu ma dëkkoon maa ngi dëkkoon Tobacco Road so boobu dañ ko daan def bu ma jógee Saint tam dem ci université bi tam léegi université da ngeen dee teachante so soo xamee dara su fekkee ne yow willing nga te pour xëy na study ahead mun a dimbal sa classmates yi loolu dama ko dee def all the time so bu ma jeexalee université pour dugga si teaching was natural to me because xam nga ku nekk dang dee am loo xam ne xëy na da nga feel ne this is what is natural to me yàlla def la ko dee maybe easier nit ñi dañ dee bugga nga defar leen ko so you get into it, nekune lang ko plan, dan ida play neka, on your cell life, story be. Okay, and so no la buma ñëwé ay gama continuer di teach ma ngi liggéey fu ma nekk throughout the 3 years bala ma ubbi Jollof Tutors dama nekk di teach part time, teach on MDI, teach on GTTI, teach on some private institutes because I love to teach. So suma wàccee liggéey dama daan dem di teach. Then of course ma xalaat ne dama feel ne at that moment, even though I'm not MDI, GTTI, I'm not one of some private institutes, you nekk di try. Why dama feel on ne man doon def ACCA, which is professional. So dama feel ne teaching bi dafa war a concentrate on something professional. So sila decide ne Jollof Tutors is something that I have to come up with. It's something different.
Okay. And you see climbing up the ladder from the Jollof Tutors. How were you identified? Because looking at the commission, right? Naka lañ la identify pour nga bokk ci commission bi ak lan mo won sa taxaway fofu sa liggéey. Obviously gis nañ la fa, but man for viewers sake xam nga loolu la fi toogalee tey. Waaw nañ dugg ci commission bi.
Waaw yow teel nga dugg ci commission bi di da nga jump lu bari.
commission bi dafa important because from teaching nga dugg ci commission bi ba pare Jollof Tutors xam nga still mu fa ba pare still yaa ngi teach.
Wow.
So that's yow su fekkee da nga bëgg a dugg ci leena bala nga dugg ci commission bi. It's up to you.
Let's go right in. That's the sense way, no problem. I don't mind. There commission I was called by the Attorney General. That time was Batambe. We mama call. Muna identify and shortlist people. You identify la. As we want them to serve in the commission because commission Chibopam is like 5 people. So the commission, they got 3 commissioners, 1 secretary appointed by the president, and the council, a 5th person, more appointed by the Attorney General. So McCall, that we are recommending you to the president for the appointment of the secretaries because the image of reasons, maybe number 1, you did not work with the 22 years of the Jammeh government directly. You were not a participant. And then maybe number 2, maybe you didn't have any personal issues with Jammeh, and you can be fair. Number 3, you have the business knowledge, you have the accounting knowledge. So then we feel that maybe you will help administratively because administration has to be set up, 1, and 2, issues you run also because the secretary that they also as an advisor to the commissioners because a lot of things pass through you. So you understand what because most of the information is going to be financial. Remember, it is called the assets. It's about investigations into the assets and financial dealings of ex-presidents, his close associates and family. So everything is financial. So we think, according to the Attorney General, that you will understand the issues and that will help. So these were the factors. You invite me. Of course, he told me it's not easy to find people at that time who combine all these things and haven't worked for Jammeh.
Okay. All right. Since nga jump the wagon, ma ñëw si commission bi war nañoo dellu gannaaw kon nañ delluwaat gannaaw nañ rewind. So ñu rewind naat ba léegi fi ñu emoon mooy si accountancy ak nekk teacher. So nañ indi consultancy bi ak yeneen dugg loo fa bëgg a dugal ko fa ba pare ñu dellu si waat si commission bi because am naa lu ma bëgg a laaj si commission bi.
Well, yeah, Jollof Tutors still now, of course, it absorbed 20 years of my life. So it's different because Winco set up, it was kind of like a revolution in education because there's so many things that then change fundamentally in the Gambia in the teaching. So far, maybe 20 years, we are about 10,000 to 20,000 people journeying. One day, one of the things which we change, then make international qualification right? Because that's where the name come from. We never want Jollof tutors. Hanga. Feka Gambia dañ daan wax ne boys yi jangi Jollof neexut, you know. So I seized on that opportunity and take that word, Jangi Jollof. Then I said, well, we have to remove this stigma. So Majel Jollof, we just add tutors to it. And then we said, yeah, Jollof tutors, because the idea was international education, munna neka local. You know, and I think when we came in, and since we came in, legi in Gambia, almost everybody, profession, we understand and accept international standard education, munna hell, so I think that's the revolution we created. Two, bohole, right? Bohole, right?
xam nga laajte bi neex na si waaye tam yow mi xam sa jaar-jaar moo tax man dama la ne indil ñu sa jaar-jaar xam nga bi nga waxee woon si Jolof Tuuti bi ma foog ne foofu nga ci bëgg a em ma skip waaye léegi yow waxal lépp lu nga xam ne ci Jolof Tuuti foofu nga commencé ak lim ëmba foog naa ne loolu muy gën waaw.
Second thing bi mooy
allo dégguñ la de Alhaji.
Yeah, you hearing me?
Wow, ñëwaat na waaw. Yeah, go ahead.
Second thing bi ci Jollof Revolution bi mooy like computer literacy ci Gambia bi fii ñun balaa Jollof di start di go into IT or computer literacy dangaan gis ne you know, few people ñu ko daan offer, they were charging things like $6,000, $5,000, it's a hell lot of money, you know, to teach people basics of understanding and operating a computer. Why you then you def loo xam ne mooy democratize IT teaching, you know. So lan lañ def then we got a lot of computers, open a lot of labs, and then make it like sums like $500, say $250 say for school children. So that alone dafa create a kind of technology revolution, because the people started coming in their thousands and benefiting from it. And then since then, nobody can charge you 6,000 again for IT course. So that's the second part of the Jollof revolution. So Bumekani, you know, is you can see it everywhere in the economy.
Legi, yow yaa ko head, right?
Yeah.
And how many are under you? Because I just want to know. ñu man kay maa ngi lay déglu léegi ma ne yaa ko head.
Yes, ma ne la waaw.
waaw ñaata nit a ko ñaata nit a si nekka yéen ñaata la.
Oh, Jollof man maa ko start dama ko start as a sole proprietor, and then maa ko started as sole proprietor. Of course, I had friends yoo xam ne they were helping me. So later, I get course from sole proprietor, make it like a company, and then you know, while still, you know, maintain at least 75% of the shares. Yeah.
Okay. Besides that, consultant ga. Silan. So they can consultancy. I'm not bari feel bila ñi ci li ñi ci le. So you're on what? Dem nga de. Wow, ñëwaat na.
Well, no consultancy. I did it. Dama ko def in technology. That they have, you know, like computer systems, accounting. Company company who got install an accounting system, muna assess an accounting system. That they maybe in the area of training. Consultant in training, organizational training, companies or association or organization you have, then you got trained, you know, send staff on technology or on accounting or management. They definitely go so many times, definitely go Gambia, definitely go outside the Gambia town.
Okay, so besides all that, I'm gonna dara lo si buga yo kabala ma dugati commission bi ndax fofu nga ci buga.
Oh, you are free to go.
Okay. Buga na xam tamit wala ma dema di sax feneen ma laajte profile li nga fi joxe yow li nga fi wax si yow bari na torop masha yàlla xeppe doori bari na torop masha Allah, and you dafa mel ni you started very young very, very young. Because with all that, obviously, suñ jëlee parce que da nga ne 20 years Jollof Tutors mu nekk 20 years léegi ñu génnee loolu sa at, so that means you started very young. Just for viewers' sake rek laajte rek is Alhaji married, am na doom, naka nga ko mën a jogulay daal ak sa famille ak yëpp, because man recently man xam naa ne when I even want to chat with you or when I want to talk to you, it has to be late at night because you are so busy throughout the day. So when do you have a free time for you?
Oh yeah, I mean, for Gambia, everybody have free time.
Not
Yes,
you. Oh, from the communicator, not you. But sometimes I would say you need to sleep. You need some rest. Because obviously, when you go anyways, for those watching, the reason why I said that is I don't really know the guy. We started communicating recently, but when you're going to interview someone, of course, you have to do, you have to communicate. And I'm gonna communicate. I am busy during the day, but he's more busy than me. He's extremely busy. So when do you have your you time?
Oh yeah, I mean, when I finish the day, I come home, I spend it with my family. It's a weekend. I try to spend it with family. Yeah, I'm married, to somebody called Hamne. She's a professional. He's an engineer by profession. Nasise, for the past 20 years, as an engineer. So, they understanding within the family. Of course, we have kids. We have 5 kids together, and then yes, and they all going to school. Why, I think, you can understand each other, speaking family-wise. They know I'm busy. You have to do things, but it's not easy though. Yeah.
Because you have a lot of things going on. You have the teaching. You're just a busy man, anyways. But since it fits your lifestyle, that's fine. Anyway,
Yeah.
having said all that, because dafa am fu ñu bëgg a jublu soo gisee ñu wax loolu yëpp dafa am fu ñu bëgg a jublu dina indi li nga xam ne moom la nit ñi jàppee as a taboo in the Gambia. li ma la wax nii poosal foofu dina ñëwaat li tax ma laajte si famille bi ak loolu dina ñëwaat ci kanam ci interview bi léegi ñu dugg ci commission bi, right? Of course it was dealings of assets of the ex-president President Jammeh. Yow nga ne ma laaj la foofu noonu ndax recommendation la naka lañ la hand pigé ak yooyu noonu naka lañ la pigé, sorry, nga explain loolu noonu. But what would you say to critics that said ñu wax ne Batambe was picking his friends, lii da ko doon pick di jox favors of his friends kum feel ne fit nga fa rek mu dugal la fa nekkut ne, because it should have been open. A lot of people am na ko xam ne dafa gis sa flyer bi mu indil ma loolu up ne ma bi ñoo jël ci commission bi dafa mel ni dañ ko doon jël according to friend rek seetuñ sax ne waroon nañ ko put out there for people to come in and say, all right, I would love to be part of this. What would you say to people that say that?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes Muna need arguing I mean, this is handpicked or so. Why you have to look at the profile of the commission, of the secretary of the commission. Langa wara def before you argue who is qualified, who is not qualified. Fonga jema ham lala secretary they def, because if a next law hamne maybe it's not in the public domain, right? The secretary to the commission, the Faneka Gambian law since 1907, something like that. One day, as man, I'm not a friend of the ex-attorney general. Nekun one friend. Yes, midnight St. Augustine. Maybe I seniored him in St. Augustine by 1 year or 2 years. Like that, but we never work together and we don't hang out together. We are not friends. And before he called me, Bumbaramo called Nekunyuan and speak regular communication. So we don't have any friendship relationship. Why? I'm feeling I'm 100% qualified for the job because man do not accept ligay for hamne qualify mako. I'm not qualified. Secretary, they have so many things. Even me, I munna imagine what was it like, but you cannot imagine full because the Jammeh type of financial investigations into the ex-president, the Fanega investigation, munga wahne mustahel in Gambia. right? Now, as a secretary, there were a lot of things that you are supposed to do and that I did also. First, I want to set up the administrative structure. Do you understand? So you can more make a civil service and then muna come out and set up a corporate strategic structure because it was not a civil service organization. Understand? Nekut on civil service experience. That's one. So two, so again as I answer civil service bit, you so muna lige so musona lige at ex-government bit. Na yaw dinga wara neka secretary to hold the secrets and everything that is investigating yaw, ag mom, ag sa morom yi. Now, are you qualified? So that rules out so many people. Understand that? So many people rule out. Now, the second thing, I'm not going to mention it on time. Ne dafa wara neka dañ buga ñu liggéey ci commission bi ñu nekk ñoo xam ne tam even though liggéey wuñ ak Jammeh waaye dëkk nañ ci Gambia bi fii most of the 22 years of Jammeh boobu tam rule out now so many people understand because lalla who feels it
knows it. Wow.
Knows it. So how can you investigate and you don't feel it? So you see how many other people are already ruled out? Understand that? So you have to have the corporate knowledge because you got to set up. I want to set up. Can you hear me?
Oh, you carry on. Mangla deklu. Wow.
Yeah. I want to set up the organizational structure. You have to set up the information systems because commission suite technology more that's one of the things. Not only the technology, of course, then I want to set up the HR department. It's like a HR job at the same time. You have to quickly assess people. Assign them tasks. You don't do that, in many places. That's one thing. Of course, I know there are a lot of people they have that corporate experience. At Jammeh, taken for 22 years. But another aspect, it's financial investigation law one. So apart from you should not have been working with Jammeh, waranga dekachi Gambia BP, waranga muna set up an enterprise, right? And then you also have to be able to have the knowledge, waranga muna understand the financial information buin you. Because the secretary, one of the first routes channels, bo hamne information ci mom la day ñew ci investigation bi. Understand nga? So, if you receive an investigation, then I want to use your knowledge, your experience. I said, this information, financial information, bini, the power of them chief commissioner or the power of them chief council. Nobody will tell you that. While there is a fine line of distinction, commission, which is the three commissioners, and council be then different. Council be with the investigation team. The commissioners, they are the panel that is overseeing and making the decisions. So, Fonga Waramuna assess information. Of course, then you have to have some organizational knowledge, and then you have to have some accounting knowledge, you have to have some financial knowledge, and then, you have to make your decision. So, there are a lot of things. Believe Nane, for every job in this country, as a minister or as a president or as a secretary or as a commissioner or as a council, there are many Gambians who have a qualified name, right? One day, is how do I call it? You have to look at the criteria, and then of course, I think that Naka, I think that is like some of us we can try it, and we've done our best.
Okay. All right. Yes. And this commission be started ngafaneka to the end, right?
No. Commission where I worked there, the most for 1 year. They formed a commission with them now for 1 year, maybe some months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. How was it like being there? Because I'm on a wahbu gain on what he saw you bari sa nakanga fa gene lila fa gene problem amon na fa atil. Tell us a little bit about the commission.
No, after 1 year, for 1 year, of course, I received a letter from the president to say that my services contract la one for 3 months. So 3 months be them now expire, and then add another 3 months by mutual consent. Then another 3 months, but 1 year be new, and of course later the president don't need my service again as a secretary. Of course, Bala Lulu, yeah, Attorney General be Onama. And then Munama, yeah, then Buganga resign. So Maneko, well, why should I resign? Munama Hejna, you are not seeing eye to eye with some members of the commission. So Maneko, well, you also feeling I can't carry out the job. You just tell me to leave. I think you are the one with the reason. You am reason this. So you are the action. And then of course, Madam, I think she elected or that very day, Madegane my time with the commission is untenable. I don't know what is the meaning of untenable. Why Oluma understand more? It cannot continue. So, mujohe reasons, reasons. When he called me to his office, but well, for me, you people call me. Sa affaire CV, halat. Man jeluma ligebi pour affaire CV. I took this job to help my country. Before this job, I don't teach. After this job, I teach. So, my job is going to be like anything that affecting my CV or not affecting it.
Okay. So, in other words, one minute it's like personal problems you cannot see eye to eye with them. And next thing you know, it's like trying to protect your CV, protect you by saying sa CV ra ra ra. Okay. What was the issues? And I don't understand. If you were there for the job and yange deliver, you were doing the job. What has yo eye to eye got to do with it? I just want to have an understanding, really.
Yeah, I mean, of course, Kunekachi Commission, you sworn in to do a task and to be loyal to the country and then the constitution and the people. So I think we took that. So the at the stage we were feeling there are issues which are going on. They satisfy Wasi. Of course, professionally, there is nothing personal. But I have to express myself, within the commission. And, of course, that is not seen light. What these issues surrounding that, there were a number of things, because secretary, that's why I'm saying one of the jobs of the secretary, execute, secretary, do they make decisions on the commission? They will not advise. But you do what execute, look commissioners decide. You execute that. And then so go execute them, then and executive order, something like that. It has to be an executive order, more or less like a quasi-court order. All right? So one of the issues there was the assets of the ex-president.
Mm-hmm.
All right, ex-president, the cattles, the tractors, the luxury vehicles, the airplanes, and then the you rolling up just nañ ko ci TV, the landed property stamp. And the commission, of course, they were giving out executive orders. And then my job with my team, execute the orders. So one of the orders was count the cattle. So you count the cattle, say, them a team. When I went with the team, you them see alabi. But we tam bokana si job criteria. So we can apply for a Janet commission style secretary. Ponga duga si alabi. Jema daw tag them. You have to tag them because you can't count them. Don't let muna count. You make a tag them. And some of them are wild animals. So why with a team, I did that. Madef Lolu with a security team and a police team and some cattle herdsmen. We def go and then we tag all the cows. And then after the commission we decide cows, maybe they will dispose them. and you dispose. Then I don't work when you definitely executing disposal. So we only did the tagging. The second thing was the tractors. The tractors, they dispose of the cattle. Well, Manduma Muna remember what I can remember to the best of my knowledge. At that time, argument be more, commission be the further visit to the Jame, the Kanilai farms, right? And of course, I know there were some other legal issues. Why? What I witnessed, and more, the cattle see, maybe they feel their cattle disappear. If you ask me the reason. The cattle were disappearing, and then that's a risk to the asset. So to mitigate that risk, pour one risk bobu nonu, at Yahoo bobu nonu.
Alhaji fii tey comme dama la ko waxoon, it's an exclusive interview la. So suñ ne ñu ngi doon disappear, what do you mean by disappearing? Ñu ngi leen doon sàcca ndax ñu ngi doon daw la ndax lan, what was going on? You were there at that time, right? So you should know.
No, not should know. And what I'm telling you is what I know.
You should know.
I'm telling you what I know. Understand?
Okay. What do you know?
Like you Jaigo.
Wow.
Right? Why did they decide to dispose of it? Manila, you commission be Chibopam, you participate in si Jaibi, the sheriff division, Yokoda. Why Lumalawa Moy, the reason land motor commission bi joye hajna sorry they report bitam bobu tin ko fa gis right clarify nañ ko fofu nonu ne the cattle are at risk dañ am risk because ku ham ku dan dem fofu sa of course so of investigation dang they am intelligence understand nga right do they jar nga expose all that intelligence why ñom the decision what they took, and one of the main reason for decision be more to protect them right from getting lost naka lañ they lost, how they lost, and so on. I'm not sure I can tell that.
This is you see yaa ngay gis fu ma bëgg a duga foofu laa bëgg a ñëw ñu fa ñëw na la tey li if teacher student la dina métti trop kenn tey moom ini sa teacher fii di fa laaj métti na waaye ba tey dama try
am naa ne muslim daal Mr. Vincent
waaw baax na amul problème waaye foofu laa bëgg a duga disappearing. I mean we heard that they were disappearing as in what, been stolen, or some people are saying that there was an inside thing lu doon dem on some of these people ñu ngi doon def ay labat ci suuf ñuy jaay katu fi si ron boo xam ne nit ñi yëguñ ko, to the best of your knowledge, what do you know? Would you say that it was that? What?
You see, Fatma, I mentioned to you 3-4 different types of assets. Understand? I mentioned to you the cattle, okay? Yes. Which for Gambia is a very small amount of money. It was just a hobby for the president. I'm coming. Yes. Right? I mentioned to you the tractors, which is a little bit more than that. I mentioned to you, the luxury vehicles, which is still a bit more than that. But I mentioned to you the landed properties, which is a significant sum of money. They know you're doing this, doing that. They are here the properties are here in Gambia. Gambia needs to know what happened to them.
Why should you say? Let's start here from down the Mexico.
So I'm still coming back there. I'm taking you back and bring you. Why? The cattle, what I know, you have to assess the situation. Jamel left. Dafa buy, isn't it? Mudem. You understand? And then there is a vacuum there. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
You know that. And then, of course, who did he go with? Can Modest speak? You know all that. Okay? So there is obviously a risk. Right? You know, cattle, and I grew up in a cattle environment. Even when Jame Bumne kon fofusa, dina am nag yo hamne ken musulena taga. Nobody has ever tied them down. I can tell you that. So they were just left out there. Fan lañ neka, chiban fence lañ neka. That fence is 100% sealed. That Gambia amna resources in this country to protect that fence. What is the size of that fence? If you're talking about maybe 10,000 kilometers, or 10 kilometers, or 10 square kilometers, or more, or less, do we have the resources in this country to secure that? Understand that? So you have for people, analyze, they want to analyze not only the micro, but also the macro. Understand? Man Gambian la, I'm not speaking for the commission. Man, I don't make decision according to the constitution. I have no decision obligation in the commission. Okay? Clarify now, my job is to advise. My job, my advice. Okay? And my job, my get information, pass it, you decide. Kum nekani, lumalawa, hejna yow buga hamtam, hejna ñom ñola ko gena amuna leral luta ñu def lool. Why man lumalawa, luma gis. Understand that? So luma gis.
Calm down, hara. So gisee ma indi fofu degala hejna ñom ñoma ko gena amuna leral dan yow ñu ko mëna. I totally accept. I totally agree with you. Why so gisee ma indi fofu. There was already, because Gambia dafa tuti wanga ko. There was already this thing that you guys don't see eye to eye. And then I ask you, lan mo indi ñaka gisee eye to eye bi. And you made it clear to me, all right, nga indi, xam nga amon na li. So si bir fofu la mëna jëlé suma question laaj la ko. Motama indi la fofu non.
I didn't say we don't see eye to eye. Damala ne, the Attorney General said, Attorney General said,
man maa la wax ne comme que mënuloo amuloo am na ñoo xam ne mënuloo woon a defi nag ñoom mënuloo leen a gis eye to eye Attorney General bi loolu la wax right but as far as Gambians are concerned we were not there for you not seeing eye to eye with them as far as we're concerned as Gambians you were doing ñu bari ñu ma laaj I did my research yaa ngi doon deliver yaa ngi doon def sa job Gambians that's what we cared about at that time na job it was done and you were doing exactly that. So li nekkoon ci ron you sew la woon yéen neen seen diggante right if I'm not wrong correct me léegi loolu laay wax ni loolu la ñoo try pour indi nii tuuti because loolu moo indi yow ñu ne la nga resign after président bi jox la a letter ne your services is not needed anymore and a lot of people you have ku nekk si àddina am nga ñu la bëgg am na ñu lay support and you had a lot of people that was in support of you that felt ne you should have still been there waxuma lii pour neexal la but during my research, people were telling me the guy was honest there. He was like he's a straight shooter. He would tell you it as it is. So for Gambians, we need people like that. And all of a sudden, you get your gain one. That's why I want to come to the bottom of why you left.
Yeah, because why I left. Step by step, why I left, they asked me to leave. All right. Now, why did they ask me to leave? Like President, you were aware of that, the media interview. Mune asked the Attorney General. All right. And then maybe Momo get own reason why, and then maybe that reason I don't agree with that. Why the sequence? Naka, you have Balama by lolu fogna moy lo xamne people need to know and understand and then of course they don't apart I told you cattle seed we don't have any executive or operational decision on the cattle. The tractors was the next thing. The tractors then commission then decide they make a decision then decide because the tractors then seize the AI campaign or some activists or some APRC people, you have tractors. Because tractors, anybody maybe for 300 to 400 tractors or more. Why? Some genuine tractor, genuinely from the previous government, through Jame Foundation or whatever. So, and then tractor they make on the companies or communities. Why I'm not tractor you have they were with individuals cannot need more than amount. So commission be then go to a decision. All right. Ne tractor you have ne could benefit the community as a whole. Hey now you munge benefit bena net. They justify in dara ñu wara amé tractor bobu apart from political commission bi dafa decide né tractor yoyu lañ wara nangu understand yoo xam ne community bi ñu ngi see community bi ñu ngi see benefit te wone nañ evidence ne de community bi ci benefit bi ci community bi la dee dem comme books accounts ubbi nañ account community bi ñu ko am association ñooñu dañ leen ko bàyyi they left it with the communities. Understand ñoo xam ne tam jënd nañ tractor wone proof ne jënd nañ ko dañ leen ko bàyyi. Why koo xam ne yaa ngi ko amee day wonuloo any reason justification ne yaa ngi amee tractor commission bi dafa decide ne tractor yooyu dañ leen war a jaay ñu def ko ci keesi nguur bi te ñoom dañ decide ne tam ne jaay bi dafa nekk open auction. Yes, open auction. Now open auction mooy ñun ñëpp ñu dem ci bantaba bi ci penca bi alright ku nekk nga wax li nga mun a fay ku gën a fay
ñu beat daal
waaw ku gën a fay lu gën a high moom mooy jël asset bi waaw so dañ jëpp assign that to the secretariat ñu def ko execute ko of course there is a qualified actioneer koo xam ne licensed actioneer la moom moo ko execute. So loolu dafa war a dem all over the country tractor yoo xam ne jël nañ leen si nit yoo xam ne ñoom seen boppa rek lañ nekk di ko njëriñoo right so these tractors has to be on open auction you then start auction for 1 day 2 days right and then the third or the fourth day you call right of course we get a lot of I have received now calls right from politicians. Receive now calls from politicians ñoo xam ne xëy na wax nañ ne bugga nañ tractor receive and then but then the one of the calls ma receive of course boobu state house la jógee mu am ku ma identify ne xëy na place la borom place la foofu mu ne mas ñu stop lu ñoo def open auction right all those calls came in the same day basically right. Why? When I receive it, when I receive a call, why man munuma act because I am acting on an executive order, on a commission order, right? More or less like a quasi-court order. So one day, you are giving me young major verbal instruction on the phone. They look like they got to investigate, right? And that is what all this query is about. Why people taking orders verbally? Munuma jël verbal instruction from you. Understand?
This one is coming from the State House, the Office of the President, right?
Yeah. Mom non la identify bopa.
Okay.
Don't identify bopa. How much of la joge? Why don't la identify bopa? Okay. Now, so ma wako lolu after muna ma yow phone ka ma ne ko ma ngi dem to the action side. Ma dem fofu mu am kenn ku ñew mu identify bopam. Ne cabinet secretary la def ma war a stop from executing ma ne ko xëy na yaa ma call waaye bu ma la wax si call bi si phone bi till now loolu laa la mun a wax face to face mooy munuma act on your order verbally without a written document because maa ngi act du ma execute ma ko execute on a written document waaw mu joxe gannaawam dem ma continuer si liggéey bu ma def ma refer ko to the chairman mu dem si ma ne ko demal si chairman bi moom xëj na dina ma call after at the end of the day chairman bi call ma dem back to the commission and then after that chairman bi ñoom ñu decide ne dañoo commission bi decide ne dañoo stop and then of course the one strange thing will happen because when the chairman was calling me, then you them back to the we did a great job because for the 4 days, the team Boise, they work very hard. It was very transparent. Nini witness nenko. The money was raised. And it was good money for the tractors. That is on document. That is already documented. It's good money. And then because of the transparency, among them deals on some of the tractors in front of everybody. We sold a tractor, New Giant tractor for 1.2 million. Better tractor. Wow. All right. So when we went back, you don't a very congratulations for the job done. All right. and then we have now made a new decision that it's not going to continue, whatever reason. All right? Well, we didn't get the congratulations. The team didn't get we are now under very hard, tough conditions in the bushes and so on. They didn't get. Instead, we were basically, reprimanded and questioned for unnecessary things. So, there were a lot of communications at that time on that. And of course, then the letters came, like I told you, the conversation with the Attorney General came.
Okay. All right. Ba léegi rek commission bi pour ñu génn si tey du yomba. Alhaji pour ñu génn si commission bi du yomba. Now, the question is, yéen dem ngeen auction bi ibbi na. It was open. Transparency. Lu nit ñi doon ñaan yàlla ne musutoon a am time nguuri Jammeh. Now we want people to we want accountability. We want transparency. And you guys were doing that. Dem ngeen ba jaay ngeen. Xaalis bi start na di ñëw. You got a phone call from the office of the president. Di la wax ne stop leen ko. That ñu leen a wax ne ngeen stop transparency bi, if I'm not wrong, right?
To stop the auction, yeah?
Yes, mooy transparency bi rek, because bëgguñ mu feeñati, right? So ngeen stoppale auction bi. Ñaar yooyu lañ boole. Pour ngeen stop loolu. One, loolu la nit ñi doon di xeex ne bëggatuñ loolu am. Okay. Ñu ñëwati. Okay, nga ne ko yow, I'm not answering to you. I will answer to man dañ ma liggéey la dañ ma sant liggéey dafa am koo xam ne kooku lay answer to. Now yow ñu ne chairman bi call la which means that okay, that guy ku la wax ne mu ngi doon call from the office of the president. Now it is true parce que yow nga ne xamuloo ndax foofu la jógee na jógewul fa waaye noonu la wonee boppam ne moom loolu la comme que léegi chairman bi war na laa mun a call, so that means that call was real. Léegi call boobu noonu ñëw na from the chairman. You order the same stuff. You need to stop it. Now, link. What was your problem? What was your argument with these people to the extent that you had to resign? Was it just because of auction bila? It was transparent, or you refused to take orders from that person who called? I still don't get it, Alhaji. And the viewers that are watching, they still don't get it.
Yeah.
Gisuñ foofu lan la loolu war a mën a indi problème ba yow ñu génne just because of that.
No, wax naa la ne there were several communications.
Okay.
And wax naa la ne team bi, when we come, you stop you, and from 8. For me, man duma ko mën a analyse nii la, because bu ma ñëwee I entered the room. I told you one and commission be 5 people, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And 3 commissioners, 1 secretary, and the 1 council. You know the meeting. That's more the commission. That's what they call the commission. You know they meet. So somebody in the room exclaimed, "Oh, here is the man of the moment." All right. And for me, what was happening? We broke records. Then break records. Right, that was a fact, but we can go dispute, right? When we sold the assets, the process was so transparent. The fact transparent, we raised money, nobody has ever raised 1.2 million on a government car in an auction in the Gambia. Hey, now your journalist. One giant tractor for 1.2 million because it was an open auction. The bidding went on at 1.2 million, and we got it cash. Somebody told me at that moment, I'm not experienced with government auction. In the Gambia government, I would get Kumusa Jai motor, right, or any other vehicle for 1.2 million in a government auction. Mota manela hajna yow journalist nga yow mun nga lijante lolu nga find out whether lolu is a record. Why you don't feel at that moment
guy ñu ne bëgguñ ko ma dé oye journalist dañ man Facebook ala rek.
Blogger tam daf dé mëna investigate because ya ngi like the journalist.
Acha.
So you don't feel we broke records because of the system we set up. Understand? The system we set up. And then, obviously, we feel that, and it was obvious that why are the politicians calling at that moment and asking, right? Lu tax ñuy war a call di laajte track man ñu buñ callee lu ma leen wax mooy join the auction, joinal auction bi danga maa dégg politician bu ma call dama laa ne joinal auction bi, okay? Now,
but let's be realistic. Even if politicians call and they are ready to offer money to pay to buy the tractor, what's that got to do with anyone? Was it wrong to sell it to them?
No, if the rule is set, you both set a rule big. Bu commission we set a rule big, open auction.
Wow.
Na danga wara jay anything without the open auction.
Understand, but danga wara jay the open auction, like anybody can come and say I want this.
Yes,
right?
don't let me. Why so many maybe bugana tractor, understand nga? Okay, bugana ngeen resale ma tractor without the auction. Mota manela damala de advice ne joinal auction be.
Okay.
Understand? Joinal auction.
Day laka all of bu straight buñ dégga. Wax ko mu leer. Ko mu leer Alhaji. Légui mu ngi doga ñew. Bu tama xëcc ko ci yow te man ko commencé di xëcc ci yow. Wa aca ñewal.
Amul problem bi bu sense bi la. Now look what we tell you loolu la wax ni manela when the naka boma callee dañ la ne joinal auction. Understand? Tey ñu dañ feel ne we did it def nañ ko ci lu jaar ci yoon bi dafa transparent te loolu moo tax ñu mun a am sales ak records buñ am bu ma laa wax ni soo buggee nga investigate, right? So now on top of that ñun buñ ñëwee when we come back, right, and then ñu binda ñu di ñu query pour ci loo xam ne, right, for example yang ñoo query jënd ngeen sandwich, understand nga pour ki nekk ci àll bi ñu mun a añ seen benn lekk ak food meal bi for the day, right? Man dama feel ne at that moment, of course, lu ma la wax ni it's not like verbal exchange only. There are written exchanges, understand nga te loolu moo gën a that's very important because li lu nit mu di wedi dina yaga su yaga lum yaga foog mu leer because dafa day nekk loo xam ne communication yoo xam ne they are written, understand. So man dama feel ne at that moment, right, naka commissioner say then set seen eyes off the ball, right? They took their eyes off the ball, understand, because investigation bu mel ni Janet Commission yaa ngi investigate billions of dollars, if not dollars, okay? Now su nit yi demee nga assign leen ñu dem def liggéey bi very transparently, then yow nga stop liggéey bi maybe for political reason, I don't know why possible, understand nga. And then yow nga ñëw instead of focusing on the mission, because ku nekk képp ku nekk ci commission bi sooy liggéey ci commission bi nekkuloo di def sa own liggéey. Ñu bari ñu ma am ci commission bi ñun ñëpp dañ dem liggéeyal suñu boppa, independently. Contract la woon ñu jël ko pour mun a deliver to the Gambian people, understand. Nekkuñ woon di ñu fay loo xam ne musuñ ko aan. So su ñoo def liggéey bi dañ ko war a yóbbu with a purpose ak a mission. Yow soo waree am that major intervention in the commission pour war a stop lii for what reason yow yaa ko xam ba pare nga ñëw di focus on loo xam ne mooy things like lu tax nga jënda engine oil for $250, lu tax nga jënda sandwich for $20, yow parewuloo investigate because the magnitude taxawaay ci investigation bi nga nekk taxawaayam soo ko xalaatee yow sa every minute nguur ba nga koo fay, understand. Yow sa every lunch, sa every breakfast, so every time that they cost nguur bi light, electricity, water, and maintenance. So halate lo the commission bi, the mission bi is very wide. Therefore dafa nekk loo xam ne dafa taxawul. So dama moo tax ma ne dama gis at that moment maybe commissioners yi dama feel ne ñoom they couldn't take their stance. ñoom they yielded. They yielded to vested interests. All right? They yielded to vested interest. To cover that, yielding to the pour muna cover lolu lan lañ muna def moy focus on lo xamne dafa ndaw te li dafa nek in Gambian corporate culture. Understand?
Wa haral fofu. All right. Yow si suma degin ba legi man gisaguma fu nga waxe ne this is the big thing li motax ñun ñu ne ñu resign because su fekkee ne it takes the auction be you did an open auction somebody called and then you were summoned to go back to the commission you went back and then next thing you know you get a letter next thing you know the Janet is the chairman is talking to you right léegi ñu jógee si foofu noonu you are complaining yo I'm talking to you now you're complaining about
am I complaining about
déedéet kay right now xam nga li nga xam ne mooy yaa ngi complain loolu lañ doon di wax ñoom instead of looking at the bigger picture they were talking about yéen li ngeen ci spend so complain of course
I'm not complaining I'm just stating the circumstances for you
you're stating that all right
nekkut loo xam ne dafa war a sotteeku ëllëg happen na ba pare so it's not a complaint it's a laying out of the facts
okay wow all right you also understand ak man sama understanding so but we're gonna see eye to eye léegi ñu ñëw léegi soo ko xoolee isn't it all about transparency ñu ngi leen di wax si transparency still so what you're trying to tell me is that they had no right to ask you about those things
they have every right every right
so why was that an issue then
that is not an issue. Mm-hmm. That is not an issue. Lan mooy issue bi mooy lan moo ñu fa teg and then smaller waxe right man when I left the commission do you know how much you could argue dafa cost Gambia it cost the country more than $100 million. Why? Because ñun dañ def processes they establish processes to run the auction because auction di nga mëna joxe court judgment nga ne yaa ngi do the auction while pour implement auction bi is a business process la understand la so ñun dañ set up the operations to do it after they stop it lan moo xew what happened Fatmata did you follow
I lost track at the end of it because I was just fed up of it. The way it was going, I'm going to be honest with you.
Then let me tell you what happened. Not complain, but let me tell you what happened. When the auction was stopped, you understand it? Now, what happened? The tractors, it was in the beginning of the rainy season in the Gambia. Bo arrested 300 tractors joo xam ne last year before ñu ngi doon dox ci farms yi understand ci villages yi one tractor is a job of 50 people then arrest tractors before the rainy season in the dry season that was fine rainy season was about to start you set up all the processes they stop it at the beginning the day they stop it most day boobu la taw yi begin mooy the beginning that was the day of the beginning of the rainy season do you know that was in July and then the tractors taxaw nañ for 3 months you know how much cost that the country da nga foog ne loolu fact la ndax xalaat la that's a fact that's an economic fact loolu tractor boo xam ne mu ngi doon ci economy bi every day doing the job of 50 to 100 men you pull it out of the economy. During the peak period of the farming, from July, August, still standing, September, no decision, until October, you saying, wow, danga pare legi pour jai, tractor si. Oh my God. Taw bi laal nako for 3 months, deteriorate nañ. What was the money they should have earned? Ñaata lañ warona earn? Some of the spare parts, they are missing. Nob nañ. they got rusted. It's iron. Boo xam ne suuf laal na ko. Su ko taw laalee daf dee yaaw. You know how much loss that would be for 3 months? Su fekkee ne sax even if the tractors, nothing happened to them. So Mangla Wahne, right? The commission then takes an eyes off the ball, and the Gambia lost more than $100 million in addition to the expenses of the commission.
Okay.
Boy, Mohammed Bobutam is about another 100 million. Okay. They want to understand. People need to understand the implication of decision making. Decision making more, your transition was about decision making. The commission, the reason why constitution before 100 years, it was 1907, the law of the commission. So the government to have then funka. Right? Decision making law, more than 3 commissioners, odd number. For you to reach a decision and take decision bohamne, therefore protect the asset of the people. At that moment.
All right, moving on. Not moving on, sir, exactly, but we still go back a little bit. When you were summoned back, Mr. The chairman, because somebody more up in that, I'm interested in what Jane's take was on that. Please ask him. Binga de back, la chairman bi wahne, moy the reason why you were summoned and moy the reason why you ngai wara and get that letter.
Yeah, I mean, come to Malaga here, man, need call mamu identify bopam ne state house la mo call and take chairman bitam lol la ma wax ne call nañ ko, so xamna ne mom tam the same thing la ma muna wax at that moment buma ko laaje kula call moy somebody right from the state house moko call at that moment lol la ma wax.
Well, did you challenge them? Did you challenge when they told you to resign? I know I'm not your hamle like yo. It's like maybe they're gonna okay. I'm ye benala, but pull man luma gummoy. So ma gene si dara. Dama am right ma challenge la. Luta ngay ma si gene. So ma xamene man si lu wor. Lima don def right na. Did you challenge them at any point?
Yes, man. Fumalen jaga challenge moy chairman or to the commissioners. You justify ma. All right. First point, nyom. Then they were throughout the investigation that we will not allow any government intervention, right, or any political intervention because the law doesn't allow the commission the power import, the power independent. Man, the first thing Luma def, moi to draw their attention, to send own statements and send own stand. Moi yen send stand, moi yen solena def decision, then ko wara def independently. Yen jël ngeen decision binda ngeen order santa ngeen ma pour ma execute order bi yen léegi yen ak ma wax ne receive ngeen call or receive ngeen communication like whatever is it la yen are you going back yeah tay ñoom luñ ma wax maybe still now they have the right pour ñu consider all right whatever communication is coming, right, from wherever it's coming from. Look like Matonto. Yeah.
Okay. Since then, nga start the notice changes, and then next thing you know, the letter came in, right?
Yeah. See, most of this communication, bumala wahni da paneka chi letter because hanga so eligate place like commission, so it states a point of view. Tange wara binda. Right, na ñoom dañ ma war a binda pour wax ma ne ma stop li man tam dama leen war a binda ma question leen right naka lii la ak lii la ci binda yooyu am na foofu there is no reason why do ma express my opinion at that moment ne this is what I feel about what and then put it in writing and then ñoom tam they do whatever they have to write ñu binda ko send ma ko loolu happen na yeah exchange amona exchange bi hit up na because ku nekk ngi feel ne na ñoom ñu ngi feel ne ñun ñooy power bi fii ñun ñooy commissioners ñun ñoo war a decide so whatever we decide man tam moo foog ma ne bindaleen won leen ne waaw yéen a seen right la pour decide why still now this is my opinion and this is my opinion.
Okay. I'm just here to ask questions. These questions, some critics, some people saw the flyer and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna blend it. What would you say to people that keep saying it? At some point you were big-headed, danga demon be feel ne, you know what, you can't tell me what to do. This is the way it should be done. Some are saying that you were very controversial. Some said you were very arrogant. Some said ne hamga danga too bossy. Danglen don't book a control at the end. What would you say to that? It's just a question. What would you say to
no, maybe you don't witness law because naka 5 people ñoo nekk ci room bi, you know, whatever comes out, you know, dafa, you know, nit ñi dañ ko nekkut ne dañ fekkee that room lu fa happen, you know, within 45 people, waaye mun naa nekk seen opinion. Man, as a secretary, always the money considers much among the 5-man commission be man I'm the errand boy. Even though I don't work for anybody, musmali, you know, for 20 years, why the Jeffna secretary, like I'm the slave of the commission, right? Manmadi run around council office bit of a different the commissioner's office, where they run around everything because commissioners were in contact with the public, right? Up to that moment, I wouldn't want any issue bohamne is important until this issue which mafilne is of national importance. And of course, so expresses the opinion, entitled name, you know, to say anything when you don't agree with them. Why just name, you know, because kuwa kumuna wahdara akuwa honlolu that time, nothing I the same thing now to justify all what transpired after reading all the reports, after seeing nyata halis mo ñew ak lan mo warona ñew ak ñata halis lan dépense na ñom o kuy wax lolu na dina wax lolu tay fu mu nekk ni.
Anyways, xam nga ñoom nekkuñ fi tey, we cannot speak for them. ñun li ñoom yow laa nekk di waxal. I'm 100% sure ne su fi gaa yi nekkoon tey, they will challenge you. They will say more than what you are saying now.
Well, you can invite them.
No. Su ko yàlla defee su ma fa invité keneen su ñëwee tamit mun nañ la invite, but I don't run like a controversial platform, so du ma bugg a def waaye li ma wax mooy xëy na ñoom bu ñu ñëwoon toog fii tey xëy na ñoom dinañ ñëw ne ok yow li nga wax nekkewut noonu neneen la demee yow su ko defee ñu mën a xëcca man ba léegi, and I'm getting messages, people are sending me messages, they are still not convinced ne that should be loolu moo nekk the reason why out. Yes, some of us might agree ne that phone call can be part of it, but there has to be more to this, and loolu pour ñu xam that more kenn si ñoom rek moo fi mënoon a toog challenge la ne la déedéet yoo xam nga lii moo xewoon yoo tam nga ne ko déedéet nii la woon, but you're not really giving us much.
Why no, of course, one exchanges happen now. Of course, one of the letters Buneka did run around in those days, leaked out and in the papers, and then it became a media issue. After, you know, of course, Pogna Bobu, you know, put na pressure and then on the Attorney General, because I'm not maybe some of the things Buma Binda, you know, not for the media but for the internal, and then express my opinion before, you know, things leaked out, and then people know about it. They go, you know, Kuara criticize, Dangawara read, follow up what happened, what was said, you know, and then point out specific issues.
But a lot of people said that letter, because it was in favor of you, it came from your clique.
What clique?
As it is, they said that's why it's out there. You wanted people to see it. You wanted people to see your response. You wanted people to see your concern. But anyway,
that's not the issue. The issue is, right, what is the substance? Lan mooy substance of the things happening. Xam nga nit yi suñu buggee yow soo buggee mun nga kick on side issues fii ba ëllëg. Side issues. Why? What is the substance? Ndax fu ñu nekk ni gestu nañ, right? Gestu nañ. Fan la commission bi dem, fan la xaalis bi dem, ñaata moo duga, ñaata moo génna, na noonu la waroon a mel, luñ dégga si TV bi yëpp. Loolu tam foog mu booga, because one, loo mënoon a wax at that time was fine. Nit yi mun nañ la excuse. Why so living on muna wax lolu at that time da nga wara gena tam the same thing li nga waxon nga repeat ko
But can I ask you this? Can I ask you this? It's just a question from me. Because we have seen it happen so many times. If you were still in the commission to the end, Bengen Johes and final report be, would you still come out after the commission and everything to talk like the way you're talking? Like to tell us, wrong, right, would you? Because we come to see
I would not. Lolu dafa nekk loo xam ne xalaat la moo nekk because happenut. It's not factual. Doo mun a xam bu ma fa nekkoon lan mooy xew lan mooy nekk jaar-jaar ak lan laa mun a gis on after lu ma gis. So lolu dafa nekk procrastination.
Fi ma jublu foofu Alhaji mooy ne. Is it because dañ la ne nga resign? Because dañ la génne si commission bi. That's why you feel. Are you bitter? Is it just a question? Just asking you. It's just a question.
No. After all lu war a xew bu mu xewee ci la bàyyi so nekkut ne dama bàyyi man jibi bu ma bàyyee I don't give interview right ñu bari try nañ pour interview ma waaye dama feel ne dama sign a code of secrecy man 5-member commission man rek a swear to the secrecy understand nga tey dama feel ne even now some of the things are of national importance tey du jar ma discuss leen nu mun di mel understand waaye loo xam ne mu ngi si public domain bi loolu lañ mun a discuss understand tey lu ma doon wax ak lu ma doon binda loolu yëpp xewoon na after balaa maa génn foofu so loolu yëpp fekk na ñu ma fay xaalis buñ ma war a fay so nekkutoon ne dama ragal a lose xaalis bi or nothing dama feel ne at that time loolu laa mun a express that time lose ma woon suma job man gibi bu ma lose suma job man am not naka cry baby man luma guess I will say it suma génne si liggéey bi dama move on so fu ma move on yow xam nga dama busy duma am time pour mun a wax just to commission bi dama bàyyi commission bi ñoom ñu continuer te loolu laa def ñu continuer lu ñoo def léegi Gambia gis na
okay before you move léegi ñu ngi move away from that anyway because I think we have been on it for a very long time. But no, better question for Bugalate and people want to know as well. Moine, what do you really think ne? Yo line lady. Monica behind the reason putting Bugala out. What do you think? Because man Pullman, Apulinyi, they still feel it. You are not giving them. If this is the case, what you explain, you are not giving the right reason to leave. But what do you think? Why do you think okay, now your time is up?
Yeah, man, luma feel at that time so whole faxi when I left, buma bay pare. Dama feel ne vested interest mumfa, whatever it is, political interest, vested interest mumfa at that time. Tay political vested interest man munuma ona neka vehicle bo hamne fofu la muna jare. So dama feel ne at that moment is more the best option for the vested interest. Pour magena fofu.
So lolu motax ñu génné la fa
waaw
ñu motax ñu bëggon nga génné fa
la ci dang ma laaj suma xalaat no man lolu la
lu sa xalaat lay laajte ni waaw so yow lolu nga gëm ne lolu tax ñu génné la fa
mom la waxal ni
jërëjëf kay kontaan naa si loolu jërëjëf normally duma def this heated one with people but we had to do it since Grant was interview since bu nga fa jógee I'm gonna dive in and say you know what this is my moment. Let me just take it. Te li tax ma gën a push di laajte bu baax a baax recently gis nañ la sa activité bari na trop yaa ngi dugga fu nekk ci biir Gambia yaa ngi dimbale jigéen ñi di dimbale xale yi di dimbale ci gox yi dimbale fu nekk ñu ngi gis lu bari loo xam ne yaa ngi koy def ci biir Gambia nit ñu bari naan moom tamit dafa bëgg a ñëw nekk president of the Gambia léegi ñu dugga si foofu nag waaye balaa may dugga nag naa la indil beneen bu heated tuuti. Of course, it's a hara. Ma defar ko bu baax. Is it true ne you want to run to become a president of the Gambia soon?
Yeah, man. For the past 20 years, Damaneka in the social activities, right? And Jollof tutors nekuton profit making. Suñu laajee ñun Jollof fii gis nañ fi government institution boo xam ne taxpayer money moo ko doxal mooy ko subsistence ñu soo fayutee doo duga léegi ñu ngi ko gis Gambia College léegi ñu ngi ko gis jaaga nañ di ko gis GTTI ak MDI waaye Jolof how di nga mun a compter sa benn loxo bi ñaata student ñoo laa wax ne Alhaji o daaxa nañ ma for the past 20 years because fayuma understand nga so activity social dealing with people helping people loolu is part of our life ñun dañ dem Islamic University te dañ of course da ngay jël oath laajoon ni li nga ma si starting of interview bi sa dëkk ak diggante ak sa country bi waaye da ngay am like a social pact or with the contract with the university also so génnee ci university bi you will go on and serve humanity te boo gisee ne yàlla daf la jox potential mun a explain ci people understand it mun a nekk natural teacher te mun a sa dëkk bi daf ko soxla ñun loolu moo ñu dugal si teaching 20 years def nañ ko amuñ on any political ambition right of course am nañ political opinion waaye participate wuñ si active wuñ si on politically waaye socially we are active te enabling we didn't enable Jammeh boom fi nekkoon run nañ school bi invite nañ ñu ABRC beauty contest we never send representative we ignore right all the time so we are not interested in abetting or any politician for the past 20 years waaye dëkk bi fu mu nekk nii right of course like whether it's John F. Kennedy or somebody right if you want to look around and see who is running well I can do something for my country bit more differently. Okay. Teaching, politics.
Okay. It's not that easy though. If you want to go by what John F. Kennedy said, because I read it on your bio as well. You have it as a quote, or you send it to me, something like that. But I remember you mentioned that before. Anyways, like this. So is it true? You are talking about being political, negative political scene. You want to be a presidential candidate, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Good.
2021.
2021. All right. Yeah. Good. Congratulations in advance. Hopefully, dina work for you. Being why I sit on Elite Media. Okay. Legi, a lot of people are saying that, including myself, what is wrong with the commission people? Sorry to call you the commission people. You people sit there, you gain little popularity. It's a question. You gain little popularity, and the next thing you know, you want to run as a presidential candidate because we are good. They're gonna feature everybody na you SFL, TRRC, mom tam dafa buga nek candidate pour nek president of the Gambia. Legi yow tamit ñu gis la ñu yow tamit da nga buga nek. And I'm not saying people xamuñ la, waye suñ ne Alhaji Kurang dëgga dañ si jaane commission bi foog ñu boole la ci loolu kenn mënu la ci génne wene génnoon nga fa génn fa nit ñi dañ la gën a ràññee foofu parce que bëggoon nañ liggéey boobu mu dem right so are you using that as an advantage of thinking that people know you now you need to go out there and be part of it because when we follow your history we see nothing political of course you have been around you have been engaged in so many stuff but nothing political. Why now? Is it because of the Janet Commission? You think you have gained the popularity, or what? What's going on here?
Yeah, I mean, Janet Commission people. I don't know how any commission.
It's a joke. That's a joke. It was meant to be a joke when I said
how any commission member bo hamne mu ngi run for presidency. Su fekkee ne there is anybody yaa ngi commission fu mu nekk nii te yaa ngi run for presidency. Loolu is unfortunate. Te dina am ethical issues. Why man I'm not in the commission and then buma for all along I never think of musma halat yepi standing in politics. The commission get now on our head. How much that man small job 90% of my job to commission be background job la te enjoy nako. Right.
It's not getting on your head, but the popularity. When you were in the commission,
so that's what.
Excuse me. When a young kanam or young ganao, people knew you were from the commission.
Yeah, I mean, I teach 20,000 people. My fee, kuma hamut den hamga jollof tutors, right? Gambians, more people know me than you ham commission because commission B I was just a secretary, def background be swear in people, nekuma di wax fofu. So I don't see why commission B warnama suma do he si yon bi ñu ma gëna ham dañ ma xamé with jollof tutors I don't have any apologies of being in Jollof tutors. Why, you might have to commission, it will be less than that. So really, I don't care about popularity. One ligue be more magana sola. So I run for presidency. So I do get into politics. Do neka lo hamne dangawa dama buga nini hamma. Lolo sula dugale ci politics. Kon yow pare wulo ci politics. Why politics? Dama ko gise as lo hamne solve problems la. Solve problems. So ne get solve sa problem sa studio bi or sa classroom bi. Then nga feel ne dinga yala dina la muna jox chance or dinga ñaan yala mu jox la chance bo hamne problems yi nga nekk di solve because xam nga ne lo nekk di def for 10 years, right? Lolu du yefi tombe. Sakatuma lo hamne yang ko def for 20 years. 20 years every day you wake up we go and meet people, right? Whether we like it or not, as teachers mom lañ dey def. So meeting people, we just want more of that, But come numa go wahe, politics don't go join because yangi feel ne, dinga muna solve problems. Yo hamne, hey na munulo ko solve till finga neka. Well, man, maybe with small little effort, them feed them fale, muna contribute to the education of 10,000 people. Mange halat ne, yeah, but we dream la amount to educate people. Why them? Since when Buma nekon university, wana ne dama neka di jangale bala madam university. Dream la I want to educate more and more people. Fong na ne try na ci dream bobu non. Why fum neka ni legi dama am a political dream to take 500,000 people to school. Nekut sma halis la ko defe beyond, right? Taxpayer money lañ ko defe te am na ne believe na ne, right? Strategy bi mumfa, right? Te gisuma ken ko xamne mun na ma satisfy ne mun na def lolu. Right? Purma join. So mange join into politics because dama am an objective pour suma dekabi. Te dekab ci objective yoni luki gena la neka first one, the premier bi moy ndawi dekabi, right? Dañ wara janga in masses. Te lolu suma ko waxe ken waruma wedi because dafa neka lo xamne dama ko believe ma tek ci suma halis, tek ci suma life for 20 years. Why betay sula nexe tam mun nga ko ñaka olu.
Okay, good answer. Good answer. I'm gonna fuck my tough me at your tuti because do nangu la nga ñoo di nekk suñ president bi bare so you like the question don't you want to answer so I'm liking the way it is going right now wow so but what explain nga lu bari so pour ma laajar la sa why politics fanaa ne jarut laaj la ko waat why still dina laajte waat lan nga mun a ndax def sa parti bi taxaw na ba pare ndax taxawagut
no man dama feel ne right politics so go join right da nga war a am things like manifestos tey munuma wax ne man okay economist la mun naa toog suma kër right ma jël suma books yi set and then jema binda manifesto mun a woon ne Gambia nii la moo doxee dama feel ne suma decided to join something right dama ko dey join with all my heart so why in politics dama feel ne no mun di janga ak no mun di xam ko nga dem ci nit ñi waxtaan ak ñoom right and then nit ñi it's not like fuma deka suma koñ bi or suma deka bi or fuma judo no you have to Gambia fii dafa bari soxla lu ma miin foo dem am nañ seen soxla boo xam ne si ñoom la particular si ñoom la special so dafa necessary ñun ñu nekk ci office bi or ci classroom bi whatever pour ma dem wàcce si nit ñi go down to the remotest corners of the country right waxtaan ak ñoom dégg ak ñoom what do they want right so that man su ma ñëwee right to do my manifesto right and so on I would know that maa ngi def foofu loo xam ne moom la nit ñi bugga nekkul ne man lu ma xam moom laa ci def ci loolu lañ nekka ni fu mu nekka ni waxtaan na ak so many people all over the country te maa ngi educate suma boppa at the right time yes dinañ register party and then dinañ participate so that is our objective.
Okay, and that is 2021, right? Not
yes
2021. You're going for 2021. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting. Ma laajal la rek wax nga ne join loo parti ak yooyu so danga ma bëgg a wax ne parti yi nekk Gambie yëpp ñu am nañ PDOIS am nañ UDP am nañ Joy am nañ CA am nañ naka GDC you have all these parties going on right benn ci ñoom benn ci ñoom danga ma bëgg a wane gisuloo dara lu la doy ci benn ci ñoom pour nga bokkoon ak ñoom because you're young. Of course we need young people, we need people like you to be there. Understand ngeen because di ngeen understand lan mooy feebari Gambien bi but foogloo ne nga bokk ak ñeena moo gënoon dan nga be on your own because it's confusing the Gambians right now. The amount of political parties it is don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
Well, don't get me wrong. You're allowed to read. You're welcome to read. Come neex mun na mu ubbi party. Man mii sax bëggoon naa ubbi party. Nit ñi tiital ma daw. Waaye dama feel lu tax join leen together. There are young people there. If you're looking for a young man, you have Dr. Ismaila Ceesay is there. Xam nga ñeneen ñu fa. Even I would say Mama Kandeh is still young. You know, you have the likes of what's his name again? My Fatih is there. I'm just giving an example. If you want to go for the older generation, no one can beat Halifa Sallah. He is there. You have Uncle Usainu Dabo. He is there. You know, the list goes on. Why would you want to have your own party and run the Gambia? Why to run the Gambia? What can you bring on the table that these people cannot bring on the table? I know some manifesto are good, but you should be prepared and ready to answer these questions, even way ahead before your manifesto comes on.
Yeah, man, we are always ready to any time for answer question to that. Even though manifesto is taking shape, come right? Gambians, man, feel Gambians nekun the confused. We talk the whole, right? Dugana them now coin a big carton, talking to people everywhere. Small compound, big compound, small village, a big village, right? Ruhabundao, Agruhabumak. Urban or rural, waxtaan naa so many people take man. Yeah, I know ne xam naa ne yéen tam da ngeen di déglu si nit ñi da ngeen di am information waaye man my summary lu ma gis most Gambians dañ disappoint, right? am na ñu bari fu ñu toog nii religion politics nekkut diin nekkut refi religion nga xam ne waaw di nga mun a ne kon yow soo nekkutee muslim nga wala nga nekk Christianity kon yow am na lu la jot. No, really, politics ideas. Understand? Why Gambian idea, luma gis, from nekani, right? People are very disappointed. Nini then disappoint, then feel nesen yakari da tas. You know, hope na yeah, dineng a democracy, right? For the bohamne, ne participatory vote, one man, one vote, only la. Dina nega democracy bo hamne chopi dina ba funyo dunda dina ba funyo leka dina ba funyo weru dafa ba. Why there is disappointment te duñ ko de noba luta ma xam ko Gambians fum nekani so deme fofu duñ ko de noba yow so deme fofu sax nga ne politician la new politician dañ la de buga door ak yar bo hamne yari old politicians la because ñu ngi stress silent majority luma feel ci dëkk bi ñu ngi toog ñu ngi mer ak stress boo xam ne sax duñ dee xam sa kan la ñoo mere képp koo xam ne koo foog ne waaw NPP rek lañ mere o UDP rek lañ mere o PPP o NCP no dañ mere all the politicians because ñoom gisee wuñ anybody koo xam ne you know very few people koo xam ne wax nañ loo xam ne gis nañ ko wax gis moo manqué. So, people are expressing, majority of the people you magis are expressing utter disappointment. Take lolu look at more politics of the usual way. Small the parties around me. I'm not a lot of respect to party. I'm not party people are following them, party people respect their ideas, party people like them for whatever reason. So respect now all the parties. Why then this country, what next? With all this disappointment, Louis next, not they know them back to another political season, then another 5 years, you know back again with another disappointment or change. What is the formula? One formula
but honestly, Mr. Kurang, if we are not careful, we're gonna go back to that chaos. You know why? Because I don't think you, the political party people, are putting yourselves together to understand can favor the Gambian.
Because
no, sir. Let me put it this way. I asked Mangla like question, and still now I haven't even got the answer from you. The question is, what can you put on the table that is different from what those people have put on the table?
I tell you very soon.
Haka yak ding ma ko wax waaye yang maa wax lu nga xam ne ñun xam nañ ko ba pare so léegi indil ñu rek lan nga ñu mën a indi ci table bi because you know what I really like I said we want change and I think you are part of change. If I'm gonna be honest with you, we want change and I think you are part of change. Léegi if you're gonna be part of change, I want you to tell me what can convince me, Fatmata Koka, to join you to be part of that change. Lolu la like every political party leader ku fi ñëw talk, and you are one of them right now because you want to be a political party leader, right? So now tell me, because doo fi mën a indi dara lu fi ñëlee indi wutoon léegi nag moo tax ma jël opportunité pour laaj la ne la comme que man dama believe ne mënuloo fi indi dara lu ñëlee indi wutoon yow sa bopp wax nga ko soo demee si biir nit ñi dañ laa jël benn yar cawee la ko because ku fi waxoon da nga waxeet wala ku fi waxoon wax nga li keneen waxoon ba pare. Now you tell me, Mr. Kurang, what can you bring on the table that Fatmata Koka did not bring on the table, that Adam Jammeh did not bring on the table, that Hadi Kinte did not bring on the table? We want new, and the new Gambia, and the new Gambia has to be something different. It cannot be the same thing. We want change. So tell me, what can you bring on the table?
No, guy, everybody is complaining. For them, people are saying, oh, political parties, they buy. Why ne could ne people ni dañ bañ political parties ñu bari why luñ bañ comme li nga wax ni that it's all birds of the same feathers. They, you know, lu ma dee wax gaay suma tontu bi ci loolu mooy there are a lot of parties, okay? ñëpp ñu ngi promise the same thing. Understand that? We are promising the same thing. All the politicians are promising the same thing. So, low promise now is a neutral factor now. Linga promise, what is important is the American way. What have you done before you contest? Low must the depth balanga contest.
Yeah, but that is good. That is good. But
no, because why did I say that? Like that. Niki domuna neka lom nekuton. Understand that? Yeah, because when I joined politics, you are a businessman taking money, all right? And then money. Of course, when you become a politician, you will do the same thing no matter a promise. Understand? But what did you deliver? What did you deliver? Man, I can say that, contribute now. I have put bread on indirectly or directly on people's table in this country without asking for anything.
Regardless of what we call them today, regardless of us not having any faith in the politicians that we have in Gambia, they have put food on people's table before. They have done good for people before. Even Jammeh, who has left, at some point he has done good for people before. Now,
with whose money? With whose money? With the salary?
Listen, whether it was his money or it was the taxpayers' money.
No. You have to do a value argument.
I
right?
totally.
Because
no. I'm not going to have you change this, divert this to something else. Lima wan moy. Yanko indi fofu mangla wane. Nangu na lolu. Why lolu? Indi would dara belegi. Because if I can see lolu lañ buga topa. Every politician that is in the Gambia has done good for the Gambia once. They have a history. They have done something for the Gambia. Every one of them.
No, Fatmata.
Wow.
Every Gambian is a judgment of its own. All right?
Yes.
In America, they call it simple. It's your impact. You understand?
All I want to hear now is convince me. Sell your party to me. Sell something to me. It's like you have a product to sell. And that product, I have to buy it. So now I want to buy your product. I have interest in your product. Now sell it to me. What can you offer me? Like, for instance, this here, balama am kawar bu baax bi dama njëkk a jënd yu bona. Besuma buyer you convince me this is the best. Now you convince me yo Dr. Mr. Kurang, you can be the next president of the Gambia. I need you to convince me. I'm still not convinced. What can we do differently?
I'm an Indian Brazilian. The argument is on top of our agenda, my agenda in this country, right? I'm always interested in youth, but in this country there are more than 500,000 youth.
But what have politicians done for the youths? The youths are still using the back way. The youths are still gallivanting in the streets of the Gambia. Why what? Because it's more than 10 minutes.
No, so you put a premise, then you put a conclusion. So how by my premise, but I'm my conclusion, not interject. All right? Don't have conclusion.
I'm zipping my mouth. I'm zipping my mouth.
My premise. My premise, then I give you the conclusion.
All right, let's hit it then.
Yeah, because don't want just solution to a problem without defining the problem. Understand? So
all the time I keep hearing all of these things, but nobody comes and give me something different.
What I'm coming to tell you, I wahumane muslo go dega why man yegumako why lumala abnyo so ma degule give me 60 seconds or 120 seconds, let me talk. Right? I'm saying that that Gambia has more than 500,000 youths in Dekabi Muninyo Lige. Right? Man, I don't believe that Dekabi NGO grants and grants, NGOs and grants are going to develop the country. I don't believe that the country will be built with foreign aid, roads and bridges and schools. What I believe is that the 500,000 youth need to be mobilized. They need to be mobilized. And how are you going to mobilize them? You are not going to don't invent formula bo hamne musta am ci aduna bi formula bi mu ci aduna bi doxna ni ñi dogal doxal nañ ko Singapore doxal nañ ko in Taiwan fo hamne ñu ñoo jox xaliss alfudi doxal nañ ko China doxal nañ ko in Malaysia doxal nañ ko in Rwanda doxal nañ ko in Nigeria. What is the formula? The formula is right the national service nekut ne youth si dañ wara dem to the camps pour wal na jox katel just to become soldiers. No, in Singapore they send you to the service to become an engineer. They send you to the service to become a corporate CEO. They send you to the army to become a pilot. They send you to the army to become a structural engineer. So in Gambia, if you have 500,000 youth sitting on the streets, ñu la wane university entrance Fatu Rahman. University entrance in the Gambia, you have to have 6 credits, 7 credits, 8 credits, 4.
Hey guys, sorry about that. Dafa melni lose nañ fofu nonu Alhaji, but I'm sure he's gonna come back in. Okay, Lamin S. Marina. Understand now, Alhaji Lumowa, why they can want to understand ne. Ñi buga taxaw tay pour nek president dafa bari. So when they come to our platforms, legi, we need to put pressure on them. We need to ask them questions, tough questions, because xam nañ ne ñi fi ñëwoon jaar nañ fi wax nañ the same thing and dem nañ what deliver wuñ. It's like it's the same routine. So, Lamin S, I know you think I don't understand what he said. I do understand what he said, but my question still not been answered. If it's about the youths, could you about the youths, but what have they really done for the youths? Have we seen any changes? No, we haven't. Besides that, thank you, suma sister mu ngi si biir Fatou Koka Singate bijou naa la suma si handoon maa ngi lay nuyu Fatou Cissé jërëjëf si comment bi kontaan naa si torop ak yéen ñëpp ñu nekk di comment jërëjëf maa ngi rafetlu seen comment si but come on, let's call a spade a spade. It's either politicians yi ñëw ni ñu join ñi fi nekk then change what is there, mindset yi nit ñi mun a change. But tey moom wax na ko fi, he raised a very good point mu ne no matter what, Gambian bi saa yoo demee si moom pour wax ko ne ko a new politician nga dinañ la yaree cari naka yari politicians yu fi jógee because Gambien bi dafa dem ba gëm ne politicians yi dafa lu ñu ci fi dara. So moo tax suñ nit war a ñëw ees you must bring something new on the table. How many political parties US yuñ fi dégga yu ñëw temps yi bari na, but come on, follow them. Look around. they're not really doing much for us. They're not really doing much at all. They're going, you get them the same merry-go-round, the same routine. You want politicians in them, they don't deliver. Man dama feel like within what we have, there can be changes. Or so if anybody new could come on board, you have to be prepared, extremely prepared. If not, Gambians are not going to give you any chance at all. Huh? Cheers to all of you. That's my zero sugar Sprite. Understand now. Why digga? He has a lot of answering to do. I have high hopes. I have high hopes for the young people that are coming in to be politicians. I have high hopes. People are saying that 2021 is going to be interesting. I believe that 2025 will be more interesting because is it 2026 not 25 or whatever you call it. Dina nekk more interesting. Li tam muy gëna interesting mooy that time si nga gis ne ñi ñëw ees ni they are more mature. They know what politics is about. But some of these people ñu ñëw just ñëw nii rek. I'm sorry to say this fu ma doon war a dem ak alaaji sax foofu ñëwagut naa ko doon laaj foofu mooy ne léegi ku nekk mu ngi bugg a bokk si political lifin bii nii because everybody wants a slice bi ñu bugg a mooy at the end there will be a coalition. I'm telling you this. There will be a coalition at the end. And when there is a coalition, guess what? You being a politician, you'll have a slice of the pie. So are some of these people coming up doing that? Are they coming up just to have a slice of the pie? So now, if that is the case, tell me, see, politicians who have the Gambia's Gambia's interest at heart. Can never feel like ne sax ñoom ñëpp kenn amatu ko. Lamin Ture, thank you. I think Alhaji definitely makes more sense than anyone on the platform right now. Unfortunately, the Gambian politics is very squared and it's not on realities on the ground, on the ground. Instead, popularism. Oh wow. Anyways, well, it's your opinion. If you say so, it's your opinion. I cannot challenge you. You're right, sister. But lastly, he is giving points there. Yes, I accept. But the point he's giving so far, it's on the youths. Youths in your wani. Fine, totally agree about youths. But the youths are the ones that are angry, saying that all these politicians that are coming on board, they haven't done nothing for them so far. It's full of legacy. Youths and Bobo will be divided. Kan nañoo toppa because dañoo feel ne toppa nañ kii ba sona they haven't done nothing for me, let me jump to the other one, and it's just gonna be like that. Man li ma try pour wax mooy why can't these newcomers ñu bokk ak ñi fi nekkoon nii dañ pour am more and more newcomers. Look, don't bu leen worry de xam leen ne Alhaji Bosam ngeen dégg ak ñeneen there are more to come and they're coming as independent. And all of them, they're thinking it's coalition. Bam, I have something. They will offer me something. You want me to be a part of a coalition? Of course, I will get this. I will get that. I will get this. So that's why they're going in for it. TV Alhaji is correct. It's good. But politically, we have never seen him in anything political. So we need to ask the questions. We need to know. We want to know more about him. How can he handle it as a politician? Mandama dem bedunda be feel ne. If you want to be a politician, you should be on the ground, on the field. Si bir affaire si. Ngalan balanga ñew ne all right, finally I'm here. We should be familiarized with you. We should see you. Ñu gis ne, yeah, duga nga si politique bi yang si ak lolo. Ba pare ñu gis ne I'm not law nekadi def. You're working for a legacy up there. Then that way, people will have, ne ok kii am nañ little hope ne su ñëwee dina make a difference the politician bu ñëw fii toog fii tey bu la kenn na they are coming and they will tell you the same stuff youth yaa ngee soona youth si nii now the youths are divided the youths don't want bëggu ñoo join fen and you know you need the youths if you want to win you need the youths anyway baala leen ma check on Alhaji pour xam what is going on what happened there because gis naa ne nekkaatut online xam nga rek Gambia moom seen internet mooy loolu nekkut online okay I'm sure he will come back on again or he lighted them off xam nga Gambia ak light bu dem off this is what usually happen I strongly believe it's to do with that because it wouldn't have taken him this long to come back Adam Jammeh understand nga fu ma waxee Adam that's the coalition yes Sister Fatima Rahman Fogo, that's what they are all aiming for, coalition. They are taking governments for a ride again. That's why they are creating all these political parties just to form a coalition. That's how I feel too. To form a coalition. Coalition. Yeah, hoping by doing so they have a chance to be in government. Yes. Some of them. So they cannot come to these platforms and we don't question them. I know they have their fans. I know they have people who believe in them. Not asking this question doesn't mean that I don't believe in the guy. I believe in anyone young who have a lot to offer us. Hold on. Hey guys, that was Alhaji. Waxtaan bee neex batterie bi dem na down yëgut ko woon waaye mu ngi charge mu ngi dugal batterie bi mu ngi charge at léegi su ko defee mu ñëwaat back on ñu daal di jekkali. So like I said, I know lang mu ne they're all looking for opportunities but it's too many political parties in the Gambia with small population. This is my point. Gambia dafa tuuti. I'm not saying ne nit ñi war ñoo ebi seen own parties. Mun ngeen a every party every day. But the more parties yaa ngee ñëw, Gambians are losing hope and interest. Si yéen muy ñëw es. It will be tough. Man dama yërëm ñoom Alhaji. Maybe they are the ones that are coming with genuine reasons. These young ones like the Alhaji, like the Dr. Cisse, Hamga, all these new ones that are coming up, Marisok and all of these people. Maybe ni are the people that are good for Gambia. But we will not see it at the moment because we have been deceived for a very long time by politicians. Ban moy bu right ak ban moy bu wrong ñan ñoo am the interest of the Gambia ak ñan ñoo amul the interest of the Gambia. This is the problem. So Gambian bi mu ngi nekk di suffer right now. Why the good thing is everybody is politically involved nowadays. Ñun ñëpp xam nañ lu tuuti about politics now. Kenn mëna tuta nax fi kenn. Hey, yeah. Alhaji's back. Alhaji.
Yeah.
Suma benn xarit mu ne, hey, sa politician bi daw na ma ne ko no kii jàmbaar la young man la kii youth man la kii du daw dafa ñëwaat. man suma Alhaji du daw Alhaji ngi ni ñëw na. Alhaji dafa prepare for lii xamoon na ne tey su ñëwee fii du mën a yomb ak moom anyways. Yes, Alhaji. You know, a very interesting conversation.
When a sense do that.
Huh?
When I have a sense do that.
When a sense a Muslim at say day. What sense that
Muslim point out sense do that.
Okay. No, but thank you very much for coming back. Mang don di waxtaan nit ñi like people were commenting and yes, mang do waxtaan nit ñi. Yes, it's interesting. I think people that are commenting, they find you to be a very interesting guy. Not interesting as in wahbubari or something like that. No, we believe that you have something to to bring into the race, but you still need to convince us, and this is where we stopped before Ngadem. So you were talking about the youths. Come on, we can carry on. I'm not at time of jamu nañu, but still you're
No, I was talking about youth youth employment, because anga Gambia you from nekani, I'm telling you, Gambians see this thing coalition be from toll. Understand? They have been given the chance to administratively function. Okay, Nekut Barorek, a group of people have been given the chance. So, much more opinion, what I can tell from the people, it's not like they're just upset with anybody who lasted 5 years, or who lasted 4 years, or who lasted 3 years, or who lasted 2 years in the coalition. The people are just frustrated and disappointed by all the people who assume responsibility in one way or another as a government. So there is already a block which carries a lot of distrust. Okay, coalition be, they join coalition be, maybe to get positions. But we are never looked for to be a minister. Te hamon na time jame nakangare muna neka minister. Right?
Why it doesn't make sense. Don't say that. A lot of all the politicians have said that. I'm not going into politics because I want this, I want that, I want that. But once they're in, so far, once they're in, it looks like that.
No, that's why I'm telling you, if they bar, right, not follow politicians, said, now, of course, kuneka yes argument be earlier, kuneka amna lum def. Why? Of course, who worked for the country, right, and for the people selflessly, okay, there are many ways, career path to join politics, okay? You don't normally just say, I will join this because I want to be a politician. Understand that? You join it because of your love for something, and then you see your love for justice, obviously, your love for equal rights for the people. You ask me what special are we going to do? Mangladon was a very huge employment in this country. Formulas you might just, so far, right, from the coalition, because look at money coalition government, I'm not 6 or 7 parties. Just again, kutahaw sinyom, right, the National Development Plan blueprint, or the think tank, right, which conveys most of our intelligence here. Just again, sinyom kuwane, the formula that is working is not. So already, I didn't see anybody in that block who went out and said the formula is not working. When we feel that the formula is not working, you cannot employ 500,000 youths. Munlo employ 500,000 youths. Chilang, incremental job creation. Incremental job creation moves to change a country. Understand? Deka Sweden, right, or England, or Norway. You go to the army to serve your country and to learn something to do for yourself. Understand? You have to learn to do something. Incremental development rarely happens. Mass mobilization of people is what can happen. I have been in a mobilization business for 20 years. And then mobilization purely on education. No nation, amud ben deka, ti aduna bi. Hana ñu am oil out of the blue, why even that daf day jape. Who bo hamne deka bo hamne mun nañ la wax ne they develop, right? How? By calling in foreigners to build their country, by using aid to build their country. They have ban deka mo musa gis bo hamne develop na, right, within a reasonable period of time, bo hamne mobilize with youth. What ana agenda be, ana track record be yow balanga join politics. Bu wone ne danga mobilize youth for the educate them, because that is the only way. Don't muna jël Chinese ñu bilal la all the roads in the Gambia koñ yi dañ bari combo visa koñ yi dañ bari, right? Na Chinese yi mun nañoo liggéey lool xanaa ñu bàyyi dëkk bi Chinese yi ñëw. Na Italians yi mun nañoo build all the bridges in this country kenn du la ko defar. Ñooñu seen dëkk 100 years ago buñ ko build dañ def mass mobilization. The Gambia mënuñoo jump from nothing to the top to develop. So development agenda be, ci coalition be, whatever, ñoom ñoo waroon a oppose ne, it's not gonna happen. Incremental job creation, ay 10,000 youths la moo create. Suñ joxee liggéey to 10,000 youths, ñu daw you, right? All right, Fatu Rahman, we use our money to educate children. It's not enough. Lolu is not enough. We are talking about 500,000 youth. Kan mo muna
doubt ne we have a bad intention with that. No hamne go in Texas. What do they say? If you done it, you're not bragging. Okay. Now what we are saying is that they interest to youth mobilization and youth education. That's one. Two. That is the only way the Gambia can become a developed country when the citizens acquire enough knowledge for muna build bridges, muna build roads for themselves, not by aid money, but with their own. So they may see Al-Quran become mawala lola Al-Quran biwa. Do muna ligay deka with halis. Danga ligay deka with kuwatin. Atuni bi kuwatin. Molol moylan ci at babili mansa wax nañ ko ci Al-Quran bi. Bena babil mansa reka am ci Al-Quran bi. Te buñ ko laaje naka nga bile all the bridges. He said with the youth power. Youth power. So it's not, I am an economist law. I know what is economic formula. Why? Of course, there is a religious formula, and it is the same formula. Mustadaibat, all over the world, Sweden, Norway, Israel, right? America, England, the royal family goes to the army. For what reason? To develop the country. In Gambia, poor people recorded them to army be. And that's one problem low am ci dekabi. Dekabi do musat neka a stable economy, a stable political environment, unless the sons and the daughters of the so-called bourgeoisie goes to the army. There is no country I'm not long-lasting stability in this world. Bohamne, they don't take the high class to the army. It didn't happen in Britain. They don't achieve stability by accident. It doesn't happen in America. All the senators' children are in the army. It doesn't happen in Sweden. The prime minister's child goes to the army. In the Gambia, so Amut Lloyd led them to the service. That will stop. Manglawa University Administration. Ñun buñ ubé job tutors, dañ wax ne even if you're a taxi driver, amulo ben, before we came, so them a private school sa, bo xamne ruman palo la, dañ la ne yow ñaata credit nga am. Ñu ne len no, tuba bi sa du nonu. Professional education, ku am 18 years warna dem university. Gambia fi ñaata nita muna read and write and they cannot get university education. Suñ demé ñu la ne 7 credit, mané lolu, right? Lolu is not done. That's random. Lolu, it doesn't make sense. So buge develop sa deka. Ko hamne muna binda 1 2 3 or muna binda abata sa warna dem university. Because they are not speaking good English. They are not intelligent. My friend, in China, they have university, not in English. In Malaysia, they do it in local language, in Bahasa. In Saudi, they do it in Arabic. Gambians can learn without the language. So take them to the university. Open universities up. Build university in every major town. One Rolls Royce can do it. I know how to set up a school. You understand? It's no different from a university. Everywhere in Gambia, people should go to school to become engineers. Only that way, making education the base of the country, low recline muna build dekabi. Otherwise, the panega incremental loan, incremental grant, incremental employment, incremental development. It will take us 150 years to become a country like Malaysia. Jarud ko. It can happen in one generation. Why does it happen with a formula? Where is the formula? Well, Sunekon political parties in Nekun in the government. If they were not in the government, we could say maybe if they come in the government, they would do this. But we've or Jisnenko Bepare. Kana Jisunko today one day, Lasa, when you enter the cabinet, a government is not a president only. A government is a cabinet. And then the Gambian culture, political culture, if you are in the cabinet, you don't agree with any decision, you resign. Right? That is consensus cabinet. That is what the tradition Gambia runs on. So as long as you are in the cabinet, you are part of the government. We haven't seen the shouts out there. They are not shouting out there when they were that this formula do work. You see, there is no formula we are employ. Are we committed new because we are new politicians? We are not committed. No, that shouldn't be. Do we have the track record? Na am nañ jaar jaar bi boy woné né am nañ interest ci luñu wax li ci luñ mëna focus. Yes, am nañ jaar jaar bi jaar nañ ko won nañ né youth employment sun concern la why youth employment do mëna happen by setting up things like Nakala to that youth service center. No, those are incremental, a drop in a bucket or in an ocean. We need 500,000 hale yuneka ci dekabi amuñ fu ñoo dem ñu do to di service neku ne tie fetel sol uniform. No, service is not for that. Then what a define service. Dafa achieve so many things at the same time. Instead of 10,000 men, the Gambia need 100,000 men in uniform. Nahumala Singapore def nañ ko yahut len develop nañ. Taiwan def nañ ko ñu ngi leena ñaan xaalis. China def nañ ko ñu ngi leena ñaan xaalis. Belgium def nañ ko, France def nañ ko, America def nañ ko, England in the royal family ñu ngi nekk di ko def. Senegal sa muson nañ ko am. Rwanda def nañ ko. So what is Gambia? You cannot develop a small country with 50,000 civil servants. 50,000 civil servants cannot even develop Farafenye. Understand that? You need 500,000 people on the move. Tuba, then gone. How do you do that? I can tell you we have moved 10,000 people before. Understand that? We have a small idea how to move and educate 500,000 people. Of course, we can't do that with our own money. So soon I may idea, then want to talk here, cry baby, this country is not working. No, man, I'm not that type of person, right? Hamdane presidency, it's not the issue. But the issue is not trying, that is the issue. Not trying to change the status quo. You have to change the status quo. So we are joining the race, and we feel that Niti Gambia, pour yenange pression niti ne wow new parties dañ wara dem fi suñ demute fi baro dafa win kan mo la wax lolu baro fum nekk ni mu ngi am sleepless nights over two things 50+1 of simple majority yaya am na sleepless nights over it, and then yalla def na mu make a wrong decision. God knows what decision Barrow will make with his constitution. Nadafa agree with 50+1, Nadafa agree with simple majority. Lol dafa decide whether coalition before or coalition after. Yalla mo ham mom moy am sleepless nights. Gambians yi ñu ngi xaar waaye dama la wax ne silent majority ñu ngi fa ñoo xam ne képp ku ñëw ñu ngi la xool ak li nga wax ndax li nga dee dox yëpp benn lañ. Because politics, no integrity in politics, don't come judge. You can't measure it. But look at the man, what he do, what he did, and then compare it with what he say. If they are reconciled, then at least give him a little bit of trust and respect.
Thank you. Wow. Adam Jame, dafa melni Alhaji dafa dem charge battery bi chargeale bopam. La dafa charge won. Charge indiwaale ndoxam Alhaji dafa charge xam naa dafa de xale li muslim bi dafa yabaate kii fi ma bëgg a yóbbu da wala yóbbu foofu xaaral ma ñoom charge rek ñëwaat wax ko suma juróom ñaar fukk digga. This is it, Alhaji. We want to push and then hear, because this is what we want to hear. We want to hear answers. We want answers. We want to hear what you can do. In terms of the youth, well, I can see a little bit of difference. Implementation is the key here. It's a different ball game. Why it's kind of like different a little bit. Yes. Now, move on. Let's move on. That's not the only problem here is not just the youths.
No.
Wow, it's not just the youths. Why youths they play a big role. Now, what is it dal na xel nit xel nangu mun na ko nangu. Now, how would you convince these youths to come to you? Because now the youths are wait a minute. Hang on a second. Now it's my turn. Legi, how naka nga muna convince these youths to come to you and to join you? Because these youths are divided. You have Dr. Cisse there, you have President Barrow there, you have PDIS. The youths are all over the place. Now, with you coming in right now to the race, how will you convince the youth? But how will you convince them?
Yeah, I mean, you'd see so always and frustration. Boris again, because man, dama nekati ligay with the youth for 20 years. Youth, like I only work with youth for 20 years. So what can I know, right? When you talk to them, fear of the future, Mufa. Hope. Where is the hope? mooy affaire si fu mu nekk tey soo xoolee ñu bari si ñoom underlying bi maybe Gambia fii dang dee gis ne fii dafa am maybe 99% poor and then 1% just privileged. Most of the youths, after all the other problems, they want right? They can be monkey walk bagun job, or they can be it's like who you know, right? Instead of what you can do, and that is why what we are thinking is the number 2 point on any valid manifesto. The power that to establish a system of meritocracy. Learn more in meritocracy. Because in this country, for a very long time, opportunities, so watch a school, right? Maybe an appointment, maybe because, or do you see because amulo connection. I'm just establishing a meritocratic system. According to what you can do, right? Instead of who you know. And then of course that's where the national service come in also. In Singapore, right? You can't even travel when you finish grade 9, even if your father can pay for you to go to Cambridge or Harvard or the best universities in the world, the government doesn't give you a passport until you do your service. Right? They're trying to tell everybody on equal footing. And then when you go to the service, everybody get the same quality education. Holal Gambia bite, man education. Understand? There is private schooling, no good, no bad. I'm not private school, no good. I'm not private school. Come hale inyong lena yobu, right? Private school. Majority of Gambians munyo afford private school. Munyo yobu sen hale private school because you get 18,000 per term. Maybe 40,000.
I'm lost. I think it should be an addition to what you said earlier. Now, I'm going to pretend like I'm the youth. Now, you need to convince me. If I'm telling you the youth are divided, they don't know where they belong right now. They cannot trust politicians. So, Hole Buba, youth, Hole Facebook, youth, they're doing their own stuff now. They engage into community work, how to make Gambia better, especially in Banjul. Youth are doing so well, regardless of politics. They're just taking things into their own hands, trying to live in new jubante reumi. Legi, man like the man to connect youth la. Naka ma convince pour yo ma topala.
What Nakalala convince I help the youths to go through their checklist because politics is not a religion. It's different. Now, checklist be more than uses to convince them. Tell use you body fee, you am send checklist. We are disappointed. I'm not disappointment. Land more disappointment. Yakari tasne. Na yo neganga ko hamne contribute na chi yakari tas yo non. More number 1 on their checklist. Both of need value judgment. What could you call it on me? What was your responsibility? What which is checklist really? Within that checklist, one ala ne YouTube bari or kaima wahla ne YouTube bari. Didn't drop so many politicians, including experienced politicians ninga wafi. Didn't then drop si checklist be because participate na silo hamne no boka na si yakari tasi youth. You understand? 1, 2. Still now if I smaller get convinced, damalane. Right? Or I always tell them, right? Degulul. I feel be number a pack be bare. Look at people, look at politicians, be objective. Holland nit o nga hol maman na limawa ne mom la buga def na nekana lo xamne dafa anda ak ci luma don def. Wa parce que lolu mo gëna am solo. Lima la wax ne lima la promise ne I am going to implement it. Na utena ak ligay bu ma def. Understand? Yeah, people can have their differences. That's the number 2 problem. 3rd problem, buma wax youth, I tell all the youths, manelen politicians, most of the politicians, buñ démé amuñ lu ñoo wax, yakari tas nañ, ñom contribute nañ ci yakari tas yi ci promise and fail bi.
dafa mel ni internet bi or whatever it is batterie am jàmmooti na ko tey daal waaye man tey ñi ma ñëwee daal ni ñang ma seen message ne ma tey yow sisi mama tey yow tofoo. I'm not being tough like I said. These are questions that I need to ask anyone. Keroog soo ma seetaanee ma Dr. Cissé waaw Dr. Cissé si boppam sax ma ko mu ne ma non jox nga ma ko raka jox nga ma ko. You know, you need to ask these things because these people, they are the new kids on the block. They are the new kids on the block. Sorry to say this. And, you know, for Gambian, we lose trust for politicians. So we cannot have them come here and tell us the same thing that the ones before has told us. Munatuñ loolu am na leena lu alaaji wa loo xam ne xel jël na ko te foog ñu seet ci yow background bi si lan nga nekkoon waaye moom buñ xoolee ci boosam tuuti danga naan ne ndax mun na la yuut si dara ndax mun na moo teg dara ci yuut si axankay parce que wax na ko 20 years nekk si benn liggéey di jàppale yuut si di jàppale nit ñi am na luñ fi daan charge ay 6000 moom dem na ba dindi ko def ko ay 250 500 ak yeneen through Jollof Tutors. So dangaa gis ne kon moom mun na moo am na foo xam ne mun na faa jàppa waaye du lépp Gambia is not all about the youths dëgg la the youths play a very huge role in development waaye du ñoom rek health sector baa ngi fa agriculture mu ngi fa jigéen yaa ngi fi yeneen ñu ngi fa so duñ buggaati mu yombaat moo tax ku ñëw war nañ laa laaj fa suñu mel nii suñu jëlee sa 10 hours pour di la ko laaj ngay ñëw ansa wallahi dinañ ko def dinañ toog ak yow 10 hours ngay ko wax nañ ko because Gambian bi comme moom liñ wax Gambian bi la butam bi ibeeku don't forget like I said earlier we are all politically involved now kenn mënatu fee naxaat kenn te suñ buggee jël ne ku jóg ne dama bëgg a nekk politicien soo moytuwu di nga ca wéet ni nga cee wéetee mooy sa ay xarit ak say mbokk rek lay taxaw rek lay jàppale te politiciens yi nga xam ne ñu ngay jóg ees nii di bëgg a wane seen boppa nañ bàyyaat seen xel bu baax parce que gis nga Gambie ren daf dee ekkati nit mu jékki-jékki jël la ne la dum wàcce la ci suuf boo gisee ma indiloon ko yëfi Essa Mbay Fall alia pour won ko rek ne ko ndax popularité bi nit ñi naan diw sangam si commission bi moo leen bëgg a yóbbuwaale ba ku jóg rek ne dama bëgg a nekk political party dama bëgg a am suma own party ak la not ne Essa daf ko wax de waaye riir toppoon na ko coow bi toppoon na ko buñ leen xoolee foofu it is beyond popularity. It's knowing the sickness of the Gambians. It's knowing Gambian bi lan la soxla. It is not because you're sitting somewhere like man mu toog Facebook rek àddina jay ma mooy bu ma fi ñëwee taxaw rek ne damaa dem taxaw sax am suma political party boppa damaa dem taxaw sax nekk président female président I did that because I want women in politics to come out. ñi ma xam after ñu bari xam ne lan moo taxoon ma def ko. And they came out wane seen boppa dafa wane ne jigéen dafa bëgg a competition jigéen dafa bëgg a pour wane ne xay xool ko dof bi su mu nee ñëw man war naa mun a ñëw so you see I got it out of them they came out because I came out but if I didn't right now dañoo toog rek di dégga women in politics but you would never see them come out you can't just sit on Facebook like me nga toog rek ne waaw man fi mu nekk nii fii naa ne mun naa nekk président dëkk bi of course you can do that but I might only be popular only on Facebook but su ma demee ba ma Brikama mun naa rombal 1 million kër balaa ma kenn di xaamee so let's not be deceived by what people tell us people sit there and tell us ne you can do it, go for it. And there are people out there, good investors, that's what I call them. Bima toge na dama bëgg ibis my own party. Wallahi. Pour rek party bi, ñu fay ko. I had 11 million put on the table by 6 different people. One came to me and said, you know what? Man bëgg naa la jox léegi su fekkee pare nga li nga wax serious nga si. Naa la tegal ci table bi 6 million to start off with. And then you have the other 5 telling me, I will register the party. But then I had to sit down and ask myself this question. What do these people want in return? They're like investors. So let's not be deceived by that. Dama ko xaloon na mos tuuti, dama sa xaloon na duga tuuti pour mos ko, pour ma gis. Till I xam ne gis nga pour nga nekk a politician, it's not like nga just talk rek, nit yi ne la you can do it. Man xam naa ne su ma go on ahead with it, did not stand a chance. You know why? People wanted women to come forward. And I was bold enough to sit and say, you know what? I'm going to do it. If nobody's going to do it, I'm going to do it. So that would have put me somewhere on the ladder. The second one is, wax. maa ngi mën a toog wax. su ma bëggee dem taxaw jaay suma parti war naa koo mun naa dem taxaw ne votal leen jigéen ñi sonnoon nañ nii ak nii taxaw nii campagne tàccu fa nii su def si tàngee ba tànga ma dem bokka PDOIS wala ma dem bokka UDP wala ma dem bokka feneen ak feneen fekk meekal naa suma boppa a name in politics. But it's not about popularity. More to that, we need to take Gambia seriously. And I think a lot of people that are coming on board are not taking Gambians seriously. They just feel that we just want a slice of the pie. And how do you get that slice of the pie? It's by joining in, having a political party, or being independent. And then, when there is time for coalition, you come in. Alhaji, I think one nañ du bare bari kontaan naa ñëwaat nga wax nañ du bare bari but let's just round it up man li ma bëgg ñu def léegi right now mooy let's talk about other areas like dugal ci yeneen it's not only about the youths let's just dugal ci yeneen and then ñu like the way forward and nga introduce sa bopp bu baax nag wan nit ñi ne you need their support and you know what you want from us Gambians and I think like people are commenting that some people are saying you have a chance and everybody have a chance anyway. Yeah,
I mean Gambia bi fii fu mu nekk nii lu ma la wax you know slogan bi ñoom politicians yi ñoo ko indi like kenn moomut kenn tey you know maire yaa ngi ko wax ci yoon yi you know boys yaa ngi ko wax ci koñ yi kenn moomut kenn right and loolu is good and healthy because at the end of the day Gambians dinañ make up seen mind am na dëkk yoo xam ne they have 50 parties you know ay India big countries small countries Israel waaye loolu taxut ñu ñàkk a develop foog naa the more ideas nga am floating around right the much better for the environment right man moom duma prejudge anybody ci lan moo tax mu join into politics because ñëpp a ngi ci politics right politics moom you know comme lu ko gaay dee waxee sola rek boo ci bokkutee dinañ la ko teg boo bokkee tam dinañ la ko teg so ñëpp a ci bokka fu mu nekk nii te loolu is good and healthy right for politics what the other thing I was saying man ma doon laaj ma you know boobu is not only the youth because so ne youth right everybody is a youth right apart from the youth so leen génne you are only left with the retired right everybody is young so long as you can work. So people, what I'm saying is a lot of politicians, you know, people are seeing people making tribal sentiments and so on. And these things have to go. I remember the vice chancellor, Sun University, the Yudan one, they superstitious, tribalistic, they can never develop. You know, they are not superstitious, nekun tribalist, they always develop. So these are some of the things why we have to join in and bring a serious dialogue against issues yo hamne mu affection society bi boy mu profit so politicians. We have to bunk them. We have to talk about them. And if you feel that you know you can go out and explain to people, Nellen, hey, look, in the Yom Al Kiyama there will be only three tribes: the left, the right, and then the forward. Right? So at the end of the day, anybody tell you anything, lo hamne, you're a Christian or a Muslim, based on tribalism, because that's one. Tourism in this country, agriculture in this country. We have ideas. We've seen just in the 4 million tourists. Small countries like Singapore, tourists then them up the population of the Gambia. Of the country. Gambia, Agninyowa, Smiling Coast, tourist paradise. Only 200,000, 300,000 people. You know, it has the potential of bringing in 2 million tourists in a year because it's a major foreign exchange honor. But that cannot go without the appropriate investment. All right? And then obviously we have things like, of course, basic necessary, you know, people need primary health care. Why? One of the key issues, Fatmata, in Gambia, need focus. More housing. Dange ligay. Nega teacher, nega nurse, policeman nga war a liggéey for 25 years 30 years 40 years boo retire you are still renting. Why? naka la nit mun a joxe whole his life to a country boo xam ne su wàccee right or su retire amut fu moo dëkka loolu mun ta am waaye de am na lu ci nekka there is something there. You can see private individual ko xam ne amut anything in a bank mu ne dafa am private mu ne dafa am real estate. You go and take the land from the farmers and then you go and sell it and then you go and pay back the farmers, right? Du jënda njaay jënda lañ ko dee waxee. One day dama laa wax ne the country, the state dafa am the power, the ability, the resources, which is the human, to adhere mu ngi ci dëkk bi pour mun a build for the people ñoo xam ne nit ñi dinañ mun a sampal seen boppa seen néeg. The government can come up with housing estates and build 10,000, 100,000 housing units in 5 years. But when the politicians want to build their own empires in and out of the country before they come up with housing estates, the housing problem will never be solved. No country, amul ben deka ci aduna bi bo xamne nit ñi am nañ improved standard of living tega xamuñ fu ñoo deka o dekuñ fo xamne amna courant amna ndox. This is a critical issue. Understand? So what is stopping a government to come up with 100,000 housing units? If you go to other countries, you have 25 years, you have your own neck, you have some mortgage, you have a house worth $200,000. Let me tell you, the argument of the Singapore Prime Minister. Why do you need to have houses even for couples who are 25 years old? Munera, a young man of my country, when is he going to be proud to defend the country? This is Africa fi sun Gambia fi sakatuwa. To strike ame kuneka yange uti ban bitik na wara daji. So you have no interest in the security because you have any assets. So Singaporeans in when the youth have a stake, buñ ame stake ci economy, am sa nek, am sa small self-contained bundaw, to strike ame do gena ngay lakal alali jambur. But in this country we don't have it. You understand? We don't have it. So you see, you get toxic konyi because ñom bokkuñ ci alal bi, bokkuñ ci dara. Tay the only thing which is missing, the sun is here, the stone is here, the labor is here. The only thing you need is the decision. Why are they not taking lutan nekkuñ di jël decision bi? Na ñemeñu o xamuñ nakala or they are so inward and self-centered looking, then own manson be popular interest, not the interest of the people. So the housing problem is never solved. Nit ñi dinañ nekk di dëkk ci slums. Demal Talinding léegi fu ma la waxal ni or go to RDH, don't find anything like an X-ray machine or chemotherapy machine, etc. Now, go to the Talinding, go to Fajikunda. Dinga gis fini nawet bi jetna ndox ba ngay génn ci suuf si. People are living in su nawet bi ñëwee, people don't sleep su fekkee ne mu ngi taw nit ñi du ñee nelaw. Where is the housing? The money is here. I'm an accountant. Sumalane halis bi mumfi. But what is missing? The willpower to make decisions. They have never made any decision on their own life to affect people. They just go up in and out, and they sit in the cabinet. What decision can they make? They've never taken any decision of consequence. All right? So take a bit. Man mange encourage you to see. Look around. If you don't see anything that satisfies you, go and stand as independent or set up your party. Let the people decide. At the end of the day, when journalists to go decide, when TV to go decide, nini neka si ghetto si ñoy decide. Te dinañ déglu. Guy, once bitten, twice shy. Right? Benam big. Right? Naka lañ ko dé waxé sax. Right? Xëy na du am bopam bi dé. Waaye sa bot dina gis. Nini gis na
Adam Jammeh, like a Ben Suare, it takes me to twist the man's nopper. Our next president's nopper. When the president, so pull more. Well, so look, you could have. I want to be very careful because you can be the next president of the Gambia. I have to be very careful. So, Mr. Kurang, what took you so long? You buying a massive interview, you never see honor of the whole and you have all of this to bring on the table. This is a difference. To be honest, Even if some of these people have talked about these things, not many. It's a difference. This is all we wanted. We wanted to hear what you can put on the table that is different from what Fatmata Koka, Ben Suare, Adam Jame, Hadi Kinte, you know, President Nakabaro, Lalamuna Puti table. This is what we needed. At least yange wa comme ni ma ko waxe yange wa lu xel muna jël li la don't like from the beginning, and you didn't want to bring anything out, but we need this if you want to be on the race nowadays, because politicians in the body, you need to come up with something. Léegi lii des mooy yàlla rek a xam ndax bu la nit ñi óoloo jox la place boobu nga di nga def boobu sa diggante yow la ak yàlla, because fi mu nekk nii kenn du mun a xam parce que place bi joxuñ la ko pour ñu mun a xam ndax loolu mun nga koo def, waaye at least am na luñ fi loo fi mun a wax loo xam ne nit dina ko mun a nangu. So lii dama ko dee laajte te saa yi ma ko laajtee du ma si dee am answer bu baax, waaye at least tey am naa si jëlee naa si dara lu tuuti lu nga xam ne ñun foog nañ ne so you may a chance, maybe you will make a difference. I'm not saying it will give you a chance as a president. I'm not here endorsing you or anything. But Gambia, I have just delivered Alhaji Kurang to you. He is someone worth looking, you know, gets to call, holat, violent kohel, the political field. Because before I was not convinced. I'm still not convinced, but I'm halfway there. You need a lot to convince me. I am not easily convinced. I'm that type of person. But at least legi, yange muna watana man chiluma muna understand as a politician sitting here, because right now your body may bend nga buga the highest seat si Gambia. Come on, you need to talk like a proper politician, and now you're talking like one. Whether you're the lying one or the truthful one, we don't know yet, but still you need to convince people. Now neku dem di waxan ni nunda de dem pour convince len la with the changes, with the things lo xamne moy suñ febar nga ñëw ne lii laa ci mën a def lii laa ci mën a def may leen ma chance soo leen ma mayee chance ma def si lii foog naa ne you have a long way to go. I think we have exhausted the time. All of man jël naa sa day bi yëpp tey xam naa ne sonna nga waaye last minute bi I think the last 30 minutes was better than the first 2 hours that we have here, but enjoy naa ko. I don't know about you, but I'll still give you 5 minutes to talk to the Gambians and, you know, tell them what you want to do and, you know, way forward and what we're expecting to see and stuff like that. You can take 5-10 minutes. It's up to you. Yow waxala Gambians si léegi man duma laajati questions. Now it's time for you to talk to the Gambians.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And yes, like Ben Suare said, we need to hear another interview with him. And yes, we will want to have you again, because foog naa ne fi show bi di ende si lañ doog a gis nag the politician in you, the leadership bi nga xam ne moom nga bëgg a wone léegi lañ ko doog a gis bi yëf si di jees yi te time jaamu nañu. So we will want to invite you to come back and talk to us. We are the media. You talk to us. If you don't come to me, you can go to somebody else. But I would love to hear from you again. Anyways, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Wow, no problem. I mean, anytime, Boma Sala, right? Dinañ mën a arrange, you know, mën a dajewaat, you know,
Okay.
and have another discussion. And, I mean, I'm very happy being invited people want to express, because dialogue la, even though questions here they're very tough. Yeah. Why, you know, I appreciate it.
No, but I knew it wasn't tough, but I knew you had it in you, and I was like getting really frustrated. Why is he not talking? Because you know what, Bernard time I was sending you text messages. I'm like, you're young. Why politics? You could have done a lot for the Gambia. You're young.
Yeah.
You remember? You challenged me
Yeah.
there, and I was like, all right, you know what? I'm not letting I will convince you. And I said it took a lot. It takes a lot to convince me. So for me,
Yeah.
through the conversation that we have, I felt you have a lot to offer. But when you came here today, from beginning Bibe to like 1.5 hours, you didn't really give anything out for me as a leader, my friend. But the last minutes, yes, you came out as a leader. So bahon na sa battery bidal mo de. Bahon na how battery ba di? Nga dem jabat ji jox la pek fii joxaat la pek fii rek na la my dear, go and give it to them. Gis nga ñu jigéen yi am na luñ mën a.
No. Why battery bi moo jee waaye xam nga battery bi si jee dafa nekk half time nga dem si fridge bi jéem a jël some juice and so on. Although reeruma still, they still not taking on, you know. Waaye Gambia bi fu mu nekk nii dialogue bi dafa war a continuer, because dafa am politicians yoo xam ne ñu ngi si dëkk bi ñu ngi nekk maybe seasoned ex-politicians or not. Then buga status quo be mu remain, the people thinking mu remain, follow me, follow me, follow me. For what reason? So of course, your legal like any, it's not only politicians then wara like the lolu. Kuneka ko hamne sa yange follow benen political party. Come your political activists nga danga wara answer questions in. Luta nga top ani, luta why are you following this party? Right? Yo setting and yala danga wara talk because even though wahna in politics to yefi religion, but amna some moral and ethical dimension. Bo amne kuneka chidekabi. Na politician nga o sani kat kartanga. Yo ya dina am bes bo hamne dina la judge yala dina la judge ci li nga def. Da yow da nga tie halis na lolu motanga sani pinga sani way believe lo ne ko moy lu ba. Da yow da nga xam lu nekk di dox ci dekabi. Right? Nga take sa bot, take sa nopa, yep, take everything, right? Nga def li nga def because lolu mo la ne, right? Bobu ate yala la. Why still now as a citizen, every citizen dañ wara nek at the hall. Tay man xamna ne Gambian si amna trust ci ñoom fu nek ni ñangi sit back di listen. Amna ñoo am ne dañ dé wax ne waaw politicians si suñ fa ñëwé dañ la dé wax ne waaw ñun nax nañ ñu bessona waaye fu nek ni dañ wara gis dara bara ñoo def dara. Man am foguma ne loolu dina war a nekk political strategy boo xam ne da nga war a fall into it ne dama leen a defar lii right pour ngeen sànnil ma o su ma leen sànnilee even though believe ma lii dina no dañ war a explain suñ objective ne formula bu nekk di dox si dëkk bi mun a develop dëkk bi formula bi worked 1965 to 1994 right amoon nañ yaakaar bu tas. You welcome Army with open arms. Thousands of people went out and welcomed the Army on July 22nd, 1994. Fun embassy disappointment after 22 years. Lolu Gambians, you bari witness nenko. 2016, ñu ñëpp a génna to make sure there is a change of regime. Why niña nge wax ne amut system change. Man, of course, yalla def na ne study na system. I understand organizational system. Why system change the mom Gambia be so obvious that there was no system change, right? Nakala ko gaide wahe na new wine in old bottles, right? Or the old wine in a new bottle. However, why? Because lunyo GSP, right? More the same system budam talk. I'm not so many people know hamne. Maybe you get agents barrow. Why they don't have a moral ground to stand on it? Because yange wane munge definitely munge gel all people, right? Join land in the system, no system. Kenya yosa. Maybe that's what you're going to do. You see, the women of this country, jigeni, no, no. That is not what the Lolune could send Lohamne, no more send aim. People are looking at Lohamne, they want a complete change, real change, not change the power arm. So they change more system, change the power arm. Look at the commissions. One, the Janet Commission or the Commission on Financial and Asset Dealings of the ex-president. The main objectives, apart from recovering Harlis B, right? Same premier objective more system and institutional reform. System and institutional reform. Well, of course, Bude Commission be chipopam, didn't have so much reform. And then even though, well, fine, still make recommendations. Where are the system reforms, institutional, organizational failures? Yo hamne, ne could ne president be rekata failures yo why systems then were on a change and then Janet Commission did not result in system changes and improvement and did not result in any significant recovery of money. And a CRCB, Constitutional Review Commission was not necessary. We have the Americans American Constitution for 200 years plus changing te yahudara. So oh, come on, the Constitution is old, times are changing. We have to amend. 1997 Constitution, the moment we're on amend, you go closer to the 1970 Constitution, lol dafa jarut $100 million or $100 million is. Right? Now, I'm not knowing where is the Land Commission? Yeah, just so many other assets. Gambia dafa wara true and proper evaluation. Deka bi so demé ci ala bi ni ñangi jamante paka ñu ngi lefinante jasi. Right? Why? The Land Commission deguñ ci dara. And we know that land deals, including National Reserve, maybe things are happening. We need to know. Dara hewu. The TRRC, Reparation Commission. Where is the reparation? Reparation after 3 years, no reparation yet, 4 years. It's taking too much time. Ñoom man waxuma ko de. Ñoom ñoo de wax ne justice delayed is justice denied. Therefore, transition is captured. The transition of the Gambia has been hijacked by maybe a few people. Some of them may be lawyers or accountants, whatever. But we know that justice delayed is justice denied. Now you just excuses to say Ghana Commission took so long and spent so much. CRC took so long and spent so much is justified. The Land Commission this and that. The TRRC spent so much. But at the end of the day, you cannot remove the slogan which says that transitional or whatever justice, if it is delayed, it is denied. ñu toog ci commission yi ñoom seen boppa ñoo ko gën a xam te nit ñi yaakaar nañ ne ñoom am nañ xam-xam dafa war a am njëriñ soo buggee xam-xam mu am njëriñ da nga war a jël decisions suñ la tegee place boo xam ne nga bugg a doona yëpp nga bugg a nekk yëpp right nga bugg a def all the decisions for what personal or whatever but still now we say justice delayed is justice denied. And this transitional justice is delayed.
Commission nga jógee bul fi tooñ borom commission yi bàyyi leen seen commission bul fi laal yow gis nga foog ñu iriwaat la Adam Jammeh mu ngi nii mu ne te gis nga bi nga ñëwee Adam agree wuta yow waaye léegi he is in love with you he likes the way you're doing your thing mu ne sister Fatoumata Koka when is the next interview with this guy because I don't want to miss it you see bul yaaxa bul tooñ bàyyi ñeneen ñi seen jàmm bàyyi commission yi seen jàmm yow still sa politique rek right now anyways Suleiman Ben Suare mu ne we need to encourage the educated and professionals to come on the forefront Fatoumata please extend my appreciation to Mr. Kurang he is an inspiration we need him in the forefront our democracy will benefit mu ne he had a lot to give he had given a lot too. That coming from Suleiman Ben Suare, and you know how critical he can be, and you know how he can analyze stuff and stuff. For him to say that, it means you are, you know, I'm not for nekadal. Yang si bena lane mga hamne. People are liking it. So, you need to come back. So we're gonna have you back here because now when you come back, we're not gonna do the introduction, commission, and stuff like that. Maybe nañ laan si commission bi tuuti rek. So, ma delluwaat na tuuti. So gisoon ma laaj family and stuff like that because I know ne during the time of the commission bi it wasn't safe because ñu bari ñu ngi ragaloon especially ñu am family so I just wanted to know moo tax ma laaj nag am family and how did they cope with you know the job that you have and now you're going into politics how are they coping with all of this moo tax ma laajoon la ci family.
Yeah, I mean it's never easy because yow xam nga ne Ghana Commission so called def it's little money like there has never been an investigation like that. Come, you know, and of course at that moment, that climate at that time, mu ngi tension, right? And then you involved in assignments, some of them are even risky, right? And everywhere, everybody, sometimes you can even be paranoid. Maybe there are some incidents that happen, maybe I cannot discuss them here. Why it was a risky job, Lawan. Right? Yes. Because once you investigate people, that they risk remote under. Why for family, yeah, I mean from you deal with it, you understand it's a job for it's a country, it's a duty that linga wara def, the power under act some sacrifices. So I'm not support of the family, and then I appreciate it, thank it for my partner, and then it went fine.
Jerejef, I'm going to a lot of supporters. You have Ibrahim Akurubari. Ibrahim, anyways, thanks for the stars. People, because of this show, people are sending me stars, and the stars, they generate Alhaji. So thank you very much for coming on board because this is young Alhaji. And this person, Nekagulo president, young Alhaji. I'm not even my Halis. Why you are ecstasy? So Jerejef for the stars. I need to say thank you very much. Kevin and Sabali has been here from the beginning. One time thank you to support B. Maxi Gay, Yang Sibir, am na Lankinte kooku tamit mu ngi fi xam nga am nga Hadi Ñaan suma nit ku baax ki ndeysaan moom tamit si biir kër gi xam nga Fanding Jaay mu ne nga ñëw toppa UDP soo ñëwee UDP xëj na things will be better li nga am ideas yi nga am nga ñëw boole ko UDP Fanding Jaay moo wax loolu gis nga UDP am na ñu la soxla UDP su la UDP PDOIS demee ba soxla rek xamal ne yaa ngi on point waaw kooku moom loolu maa ko wax man daal ñaan ñi am naa si Lamin Marong tamit mu ngi si biir kër gi anyways li ma bëgg a wax rek mooy comme Gambien si Marina Kala Jula moom tamit mu ngi fi mu ne Alhaji is the man so yaa ngi am supporters and I have people that have been sending me messages si suma WhatsApp bi nga xam ne moom laa def Facebook they say ne you are the man we should somehow say ne they should give you the chance if they give you the chance you will deliver ba pare am na ku binda fii ne I'm still not convinced. I want this guy to convince me. I'm still not convinced. I'm not kidding. Kubinda Fine. Is this the same guy that was in the Jane Commission? Yes, he is. I think Lolo Mo Wanen Kolegi Ben there. I'm not kidding. Kubinda Fi. This is just politics again. Once he is into once he's in the office, he's going to change. I lose hope. Gambia, Dusuma Gambia. All right, and you have this other one. Oh, it's interesting. Nowadays, suñ dee def live, nit ñi dañ dee send suñ WhatsApp bi. So duma daan nangoo read messages but it's interesting. Ne ma read some of these messages because they are part of it. Maybe they don't want to show themselves to comment on the comment box. So dama want appreciation tamit ne gis nañ yéen tamit ne yéen a ngi part. Duma mën a read yëpp nag, waaye some of it. Am na kii bina mu ne this is the kind of politics that we need in Gambia. He's a true politician. I don't know the guy, but I feel like that he can make a difference. Wishing him all the best. That's another comment. I will not say, do not mention names because the reason why they come to the WhatsApp, it means they don't want to be known out there. Man, that's what I feel anyway. Wow. So this other one said, okay. I was not convinced at first, but now I'm beginning to think he has a lot to offer. But unfortunately, we have nothing to offer right now. If I was him, he should stay in the field for another 10 years because he's still young. Maybe after that 10 years, he will come and deliver. And I believe he can be the next president of the Gambia. Because of his age, tell him not to be in a rush. That's another one. Anyways, these are comments coming to you on WhatsApp. I said to you, he really makes a lot of sense. So you see, you have a lot of people that are like, going for you. So when you come back, Bob, when you do politics, digga. And I'm hoping that by the time your manifesto will be ready, so you will tell us more. And I will, so you know what, maybe I will try and bring you with other political party leaders that are young, and that will speak the same language as you. And then we have a debate. Maybe that will, man ko wax ni nag léegi gars yi sàcc suma idea yi nag dem uti political party si yëpp ñëw teg leen indi leen benn na ko gars yi xamee fii ñu suñ aim mooy ne ñu indi political party si yëpp si blue jeans bi gars yi am fi benn heated moment pour benn 3 hours and I'm sure that you'll be one of them ma bàyyi la nag nga tàggatoo su ko defee nag ñu daal di tëj waxtaan bi parce que jël naa sa time bi yëpp appreciate naa nga jël time out of your busy schedule to come and sit here and talk to us. Thank you very much for that. So mobile nga tagato ko defé rek ñu dal di tej waxtaan.
Okay, thank you very much. Kontaan na trop si déglu bi sa viewers yi ak seen comments yi appreciate na ko positive or negative. Maa ngi ñaan Gambian si ne politics nekkut yëfi enemy, nekkut yëfi tribe, nekkut yëfi religion. Politics dafa nekk competition of ideas. You focus ci ideas yi loolu moo mun gën a nekkut hatred tam. So ma support te jarut nga hate ma or anything su ma la support te tam jarut ma hate la ñu jéem a def ko like it's one Gambia, one country, one nation, one people, and then always ñu jéem a try to criticize politicians, criticize ourselves fu ñu nekka lan moo tax ñu nekka foofu da jéem a seet kay politicians bu nekka track record am ak lu moo promise whether they reconcile nañ da nekka nañ loo xam ne dina mun a dox. After I appreciate it, they have nane bugana, so much invited them, no problem in any format.
I'm ready to discuss it and soon manifesto become to take it further. What time until incorporate as many ideas as possible. Dinañ ko indi open because dafa nekk loo xam ne nekkul from us, is from the people. So there should be nothing to hide about it. Jërëjëf Fatmata, ak sa waa Muslim yi yëpp.
And I hope ne rek ne si executive bi am nañ fa ay jigéen, am nañ fa the youth, because we want to see the combination of, we want to see what you have, the people that are with you in this. We want to see what you have.
Interview bi jeexagut na da ngaa dooraat beneen. Ok.
Jeexna dama bëgg rek sooy ñëwaat parce que Jeexna indil foofu noonu bëgguma nga ñëw mu nekk one man army. Déedéet da ngaa war a ñëw wan ñu ne prepare naa pare naa.
You get waxtaan with people, not only women and young people, villagers, farmers, traders, Jendanjai, educated people, religious people, diverse range of people. You get people the chance, and that's why we have to take our time to talk to them, to participate. Mu ngi nekk loo xam ne is very, very open, and participants so much is going excellent. WhatsApp groups fa gaa ngi joxante idea up to the villages. Am nañ places like Brikama WhatsApp group or Fulado, Nyamina, Sandu, and then people.
So yo yang si ron di sacha affaire si nit ñi xamuñ. Hey, you guys, politicians, be ready. Alhaji Kurang mu ngi ñëw dal seen kaw. Be ready. Well, anyways, now we've come to the end of the interview, but I have only one thing to say to you. I like your style. I like what you're doing. I think you can fit in the political field. But the only thing that is putting me off is your presidential appearance. Lu tax ma wax loolu mooy bi nga commencé ba léegi yaa ngee nii. You know how irritating that is?
Oh, come on. Yow yaa ngi toog si table.
Did it?
Yaa ngi toog si table.
Talk. But we need a president that's gonna come and talk to us. But you're going like this, like that. You need to work on that.
Maa ngi talk on a stool, and of course, nga baal ma ñun teacher moom suñoo wax we have to demonstrate with body language parce que dang lay wax dang lay buga koo xam ne sax nekkut xëy na déggut li nga wax dina gis li nga wax so nga baal ma ci loolu noonu.
Mane sooy ñëwati daal utal toogu bu correct kon nga toog fa def nii.
am chair ma def suma loxo yi amuñ fu ñoo rest so dinaa uti fu ñoo rest next time.
Waay yaa ngi nii soo ne nii te man tamit soo ne nii damaa bëgg a def nii soo ne nii.
kon yow yóbbu naa la ba pare.
Anyways, guys, thank you very much for being here. Tomorrow, bye-bye, Alhaji. Tomorrow, comme ni ma leen ko waxee rek mun naa am ëllëg nañ fi ñëwaat ëllëg with Pencemi show Sutura ak ñoom Anti Ngone Ibrahima Niass su neexee yàlla ak yooyu saba comme ni ma leen ko waxee woon rek ne 2021 will be interesting su passé loolu léegi Gambia dina interesting torop wallahi dina interesting torop jërëjëf ci yéen ñi déglu ak yéen ñi seen messages yi ak yooyu noonu yëpp Alhaji Kurang jërëjëf Souleymane Bet Suware once again thank you very much parce que su dutoon na yow duñ am lii nii tey thank you so much Adam yaa ngi si biir kër gi thank you yéen ñëpp waaye xam naa kon ma dig leen dajee ba beneen yoon incha allah ñu ñëwaat dajeewaat fi xëy na next week ñu indi leen leneen because noonu laa ko dee defee léegi dafa am time yi nga xam ne dama def line up di indi ay interviews rek am yoo time yi nga xam ne nag ma bàyyi interview yu tuuti mu rest su ko defee ma def leneen waaye su neexee yàlla ak yonent ba incha allah fii ba next week dinañ seet leneen lu ñu leen indiwaat ak ba pare dégg ma dee gis all the time maa ngi ron this ad about sponsor a Gambian girl try leen ngeen sponsor Gambian girl bi advert bi indiwuma ko just like that dëgg la yi rek ñoo may stars yi kontaan nañ si waaye tamit rek sponsor a Gambian girl ga xale yi niit nañ ko pour ngeen sponsor leen jigéen yi war nañoo nekk gis nga tey ñu ngi wax si politics xale yi younger generation bi war nañoo mag ñoom tam ñu nekk si field bi maybe they have a lot to bring on to the table so dama ko dee defuma advert bi pour nit ñi seetaan ko la dama ko fa def tamit pour ngeen contact ñi nekk foofu noonu pour ngeen try pour ngeen sponsor Gambian girls because xale yi jigéen yi suñ jàngee rek wallahi there will be a huge difference si society so maa ngi leen naa ñaax please if you follow me and you like what I do can you please call the numbers that are yu fa nekka wala ngeen send guy an email, text message, or ngeen contact them on Facebook. ngeen try put sponsor Gambians with this pandemic ñu bari ñu daan sponsor xale yi xëy na defatuñ ko naka lañ ko daa mën a defee 100% te booloo mooy doole so ñu ngi leen a ñaax jàppee leen ko rek mooy ne at bu nekk am na koo xam ne lu nekk moom nga war a am na ku nekk loo war a génne ci asaka every year so this year maa ngi leen a ñaan seen asaka bi na dem towards loolu noonu pour ngeen sponsor a Gambian girl soo leen bëggee pour nit ñi xam ko dinañ ko xam soo leen bëggul nit ñi xam ko tam mun ngeen ko def ci suuf parce que am na ñu bari ñu ko def ci suuf so advert bi wane wu ma ko rek pour for the fun of it no dama ko fa wane pour nit ñi ñu dee dugal foofu di wax ne nag jërëjëf ñi nga xam ne xool nañ advert bi tamit te ñu ngi sponsor because I do get feedback from them telling me ne people at ñu ngi ñëw di sponsor so ñu ngi leen a ñaax ñëw leen ngeen sponsor a Gambian girl you never know gis nga ñun Gambie ñun ñëpp a bokka mun naa am xale bi ngeen a sponsor am na foo leen bokkee moom sax te xamu leen ko so ñu ngi leen a ñaax dugal leen seen xaalis foofu noonu doo leen ko rëccu mukk thank you very much once again.
Sponsor a Gambian girl through SAG Foundation. We are placing girls on the path to success through education. Our aim is to realize a Gambia where every girl is given equal access to education to reach their full potential. This is how we do it through our model of affecting generational systematic change. This is Amy. She is not in school, an underprivileged girl excluded from school due to lack of financial support. The SAG Foundation enrolled her into school, and she is equipped with all the essential resources to have a quality education. Amy is now making a difference in her community. Amy is now contributing towards the generational systematic change. Education changes everything for a girl.
Welcome to Oh La La Spa, your one-stop pamper spot for everyone.
Oh La La Spa provides you with all your spa and salon needs with professional and experienced personnel with stellar exceptional service.
Rejuvenate your mind, body, and soul.
Oh La La Service provides you with
Relaxing massages, permanent and temporary tattoo services, body piercings, facial skincare services, which include microdermabrasion, with celebrity makeover, airbrush makeup,
hair care services, barbing services, permanent makeup such as eyebrows, microblading, pedicure, and manicure services.
Enjoy spa lifestyle. We also offer gift certificates and spa memberships, quality spa products, wigs, hair extensions, and more.
Oh La La, rejuvenate your mind, body, and soul.
At Oh La La Spa, we have a VIP suite for your comfort, a separate gentleman's room, and more. We have a spa day. Reserve the spa day for a day all by yourself and friends and rejuvenate together.
Oh La La Spa, your one-stop pamper spot for all your spa and salon needs for everyone. Located at Senegambia Highway.
Visit us at olalaspa.com and book online. Our Facebook page or call us at 51-00022. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. At Olala, we also accept Q-Money for your convenience.
Oh La La Spa, not just a spa, but a spa with a difference.